Hello, guys. Hello, Pete, my love. How are you? How are you? Hello, hello. I'm not sure who's on there. I can't even speak. It's evening, but that's exciting, right? It's exciting to have an evening live. Hello, mwah. I'm very excited to have evening. Ah, you most certainly are, my friend. So just know every time I do that, the TT is because I put a heart up on the screen here. Just give me a second. I was just running. I ran Cass for a walk before I started because I wanted to make sure that, he was out and about before we started the live. I think I want to put some light on the back. So I just have to hit the switch over here. Okay. Apparently I had to cycle through it until I found it, but that's okay. Awesome. So how's everybody doing tonight? How's your Tuesday been? How's your Tuesday been? You're asking me to pin my goal, so let's pin it for a bit. Doesn't pin it for very long anyway. So how's your Tuesday been? Did you have a wonderful day? I did. It was just beautiful. I woke up, I had like really amazing energy today. Felt really good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to continue sharing. Ooh, donuts. That's, yeah. I don't even know what to say on donuts. I had one like quite a while ago now, but yeah, I think we're here. I'm going to be sending, I just want to keep track of the people that I'm inviting, make sure that, I'm not skipping anybody. There we go. So, and I have to keep track of who's the next one on the list. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Salasia love. How are you? How is everybody doing? I'm trying to think, who was it? Creamy. Like I said, you have to remember the names of the last person that you selected so you can remember where you left off on the list. I think they could make it a little bit easier. You can definitely ask a question. Whether I'll answer it or not depends on the question, just to put that out there. Okay, if it's a rude question, then probably not. We got water tonight. So I had an amazing session today. I'm going to pull Pete some cards because I know that Pete has to be off by 11. No, by 8, before 8, because we both got invited to the same thing, only I'm going to hang out here with you guys. So I am not going to attend that. Hi, Kita. How are you, love? How are you? Aw, thanks. Thanks. I was talking to my girlfriend today and I was talking about the whole healing journey. I was talking about the whole healing journey and how, when I went through this spectrum of healing, and I went through, I'm glad that you're doing a little bit better, sweetie. I went through, as somebody, and this is a heavy topic for a Tuesday night. Let me tell you. Yes. And I was going to find out all about that. I know, I'm kidding. I was going to find out about the, you're getting you're getting 3 cards. I don't know about letting all 3 of them, but let's see. No, I feel like these are good for you though, Pete. Hi, Teresa. How are you, love? So we've got house 1, Capricorn, and mutable for Pete. Okay, so I want to make sure that Pete gets his cards before he has to leave. So house 1 is the house of self. So that's the So that's all about our self-identity, our expression, how we show up in the world. It's all about our approach to life. So how do you embody yourself? Like, how do you show up as yourself? Right. And I'm doing very well, Therese. I'm glad that you're doing well. Right. So the house one is all about your self-expression and how you show up in the world. Capricorn is the 10th sign in the zodiac, and the 10th sign, Capricorn, is like the dad of the zodiac, and that's because this is your work sector. This is all about your ambition. Like Capricorn is take that flag to the top of the mountain and stake your claim, right? So it's got really, really great drive and determination, methodical steps, and realism. So that's the energy of Capricorn. And then we've got this mutable energy. Now, the mutable energy, this energy is the energy that exists for Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. I was like, what sign is that? That's hilarious. And Pisces. So mutable energy is flowing and changing. So the three types are cardinal, mutable, and fixed. So fixed is very persistent and stable, just like it sounds. Cardinal is very like, let's go, let's get out there, let's do this, instigating, initiating, like really, really like passionate energy. And mutable is flowing and transitioning and, between the two. So this is the energy that you've pulled out. So how are you showing up in, oh, that's okay, sweetie. You have a wonderful night. I love you. And thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. So the mutable energy, I have to get tunes going too. It's quite quiet here. So how are you showing up in your career? And this is about change too. So there's a change on the forefront of how you're going to show up in your career. And I kind of think, you're going to take this little, you're doing this Zoom session later on today, right? And that Zoom session, maybe it's going to give you something, some way that you're going to show up energetically, or some different way that you're going to express yourself. And you're going to bring that to your career, right? And show up in your career. And it's a welcome change. So it's a welcome change that you're going to be going through. Hi, Helena. How are you? Right? It's beautiful energy, the three of these cards together. I think it's fantastic. And, you have to report back to me what you learn in that Zoom session. I'm interested to know all about it. So hopefully there's a recording and I can watch the recording afterwards. But if not, that's okay. Thank you. I know you will. You're awesome. You're awesome. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very, very well. I had I had a beautiful, beautiful day. I had a couple of calls. One call was with my one dear friend who's supposed to be on my podcast. But every time we get talking, we end up just hanging out for an hour or an hour and a half, just shooting the crap. And then we never end up getting anything recorded on the podcast. So we've made another session and I've told her next time that we meet, it is going to be straight to the podcast and then we can visit afterwards and we can do as much visiting as we want. And hello, Erin. How are you, love? So yeah, I had a good hangout with a girlfriend today is what I had. But I had this really great energy and it's really interesting how the energy transitions and spreads out. I love you, Pete. Oh, Pete, I talked to my friend about you today. Because I talk about how, if I meet somebody in a Zoom meeting or in person, I really get an opportunity to feel the energy of somebody, right? And, like right now, you guys are texts and little icons that come up on the side. But when I'm interacting with you, I get to really sink into your energy. So I've told some people that their energy is like champagne, right? It's sparkly and bubbly. And, it really reminds me of that champagne. Well, I told my friend today that Pete is cake. He is comforting. He is soft. He is sweet. And I think that's the best way to describe you. You're like cake. But not a birthday cake. You're just cake for when you go home and you just want cake. That's Pete. Pete's cake, and it's a lovely energy. It's soothing, it's comforting, it's sweet. And yeah, I love it. Aw, your cake too, Divine. Aw, Aaron, I hope not. I hope not. I would love to sit across from you. You need to book a call. You need to book a call, and then I can sit across from you and I will tell you exactly. Right? But you get it, right? It's just that, you're just a delight. You're really just a delight. So I do. I love doing that. So I was channeling some I had a really amazing session. I think I opened myself up a little bit more, which was really nice. You definitely can. You definitely can, Kita. And so I've been opening myself up a little bit more. And I was outside trying to meditate before. And I say trying because that's all it is. It's an act of trying, right? You are. So the session that I had, like the whole time, like I was getting like these images and stuff like that. So then today I was trying to do some meditation before I started this, and I was getting these downloads, which was just really, really, really awesome. Like light language. Like it basically looked like, what you would see as like alien beings sitting in the circle, and this stream of light language just coming down, like just like in a straight stream, which was really cool. I just got chills just talking about it. Maybe I wasn't supposed to share. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. And I appreciate all the likes and the sharing. Sharing is caring. We're going to see what this is like. I mean, this is the first night one that I've had since Friday, but we've been doing pretty good with our morning show, hitting around 50 people. So look at it. Just told us we can pin. Hi, Selma. We're all aliens, love. When you think about, many of us came from different planets. Like our home planet would be the initial planet that you were birthed on, I suppose, right? But we're all technically extraterrestrials. We're all not from here per se. Our spirit, right? Our spirit is from the cosmos. Our spirit's from the cosmos. So we're all aliens when you think about that. Definitely, Aaron. Definitely. You are a starseed. You are a starseed. I tried to make a star. That did not work, Pete. How can we wait? We'll put this one down. These one. I don't know how to make a star with my fingers like that. Just hilarious. But I tried. Now I'll just go back to a heart. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so Kita wanted cards. Kita got cards because Kita asked, and then I'll do Aaron's cards next. I feel like there's a hair somewhere, like a loose hair. You hear me now? Yay, yay. Okay, so Kita got fixed. So when I talked to Pete about there was cardinal and mutable and fixed. So fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to get a list going. I'm going to check and see. I'm not sure. I might have somebody on the back list, but I do not. So just give me, or I don't think I do. Hang on. Whoops. No, that's okay. That's okay. All righty. Delete those. Okay, so I'm going to write out, well, we might as well catch the ones that we've already done. Aaron, Selma, Gus, hi, Timothy. How are you, love? Okay, so we had the fixed energy. Okay, the fixed energy for those 4 signs. Fixed is really stable, consistent. So when you think of like someone that's Taurus, they're very, very stable and is, really grounded energy. So that's the fixed. And all of these signs all share that modality of energy. So it's stable, it's persistent, it's loyal, it's dependable. Okay, so this is for Kita. And then trine. So trine is a planetary alignment. So when two planets are in a trine position, they are at a 120-degree angle from one another. So what a trine is angelic support. I love you too. Angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Okay, so that's that energy. And then we've got Scorpio as the next card that comes in. And Scorpio is all about intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So Scorpio energy, oftentimes, you know, you would get this card when you're going through a big transition, when you're on your healing journey, when you're doing all of those types of things. Because as we elevate ourselves, as we grow and evolve, oftentimes we outgrow other people because they're not growing with us. And that can be because like our vibrational frequency is just higher than what theirs is now. So we're not even like talking the same language. It could also be because as we're growing and we're, you know, going through our healing journey, that we end up, as we step into our authenticity, maybe we're not the same people that we were, or we step into our new selves, the healed energy, and we no longer tolerate certain behaviors. So we're just not okay with toxicity anymore. Kind of like, you know, as you go through your healing journey, you decide, I'm not interested in gossiping. So then the people that you used to hang around with to gossip, they're all of a sudden like, they're not my people anymore, because I don't want to just sit around and do that. So you're really going through this transitional phase, but it's okay because you have persistence to carry you through. But better than that, you have angelic support. Okay, so you have that angelic support. You are going to be moving into a space of harmony and getting into that really balanced, stable energy. Okay, so this is just the time now. Just allow those things to fall away that no longer serve you, that aren't, you know, worth it. Just purge your environment. Even going through our stuff and getting rid of things in our home that are not energetically aligned is a great thing to do. Okay, so beautiful. So far the evening, it's a bit iffy, iffy energetically. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because every morning since Friday, we've been hitting like 50 people. Oh, Thomas invited me to join his live. Well, I can't. He needs to join my live. So let's get us some music on the go. Okay. Hi, Appalachian girl. How are you, love? Let's get some music on the go. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I loved that thing that you shared about shame. That gentleman that talked about shame, because I Aw, honey, what do you feel about you know, sometimes the biggest things, like when we have a lot of stuff that happens and it like really seems to throw us flat on our back, like we hit what is proverbial rock bottom, it's because we didn't listen to the information. Like, you know, there's oftentimes, you know, something would come up and it would say, now's the time to heal. You should heal. You should work on yourself. You should learn to stand up for yourself. You should learn to stand, you know, to be yourself. You should learn to be your true self and things like that. But we're too afraid to do that. So then, you know, we're like, I'm not going to heal. I'm not going to heal. For me, I ended up going through the same kind of process, but in the end, it was, here's your diagnosis. Here's your, you know, instead you're going to have MS, or you're going to have some other autoimmune disorder, right? So a lot of us, we go through that. So do you tend to abandon yourself, and are you being your true self, Sarah? Because that's a big thing too. If we're not being our true self, then we're aligning ourselves with fake people, right? Fake love. And oftentimes, and I've talked about this before, that if we don't love ourselves, it's like going shopping when you're hungry. It's a top. Oh, I love you too. Okay. See you in a bit. It's a top. And I'm wearing blue jeans today. I wore proper clothes. No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. So sometimes that's just the way that it happens, right? But I lost where I was going. Oh yes, sorry. So if we're running around and we don't love ourselves, that's like going shopping when you're hungry. We'll accept anything in the card. And we're so desperate to have something in our cup that we'll take whatever anybody gives us, even though it's not really true, or it's not healthy, or it's not good. Aw, thank you. Hi, Olivia. Oh, no, honey. You know, connect with me. CBT is not hard. So what they're going to do with CBT is they're going to go through a variety of things, such as how our cognitive distortions, right? So cognitive distortions are things like catastrophizing. So when something happens, we blow it out of proportion. We're like, like something will, like the boss will call you to the office and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm getting fired. I'm getting fired. Oh my God, right? That's kind of catastrophizing, right? Black and white thinking that it's either or. There's no gray scale in there. Some of the other things like, nice, Zach. So yeah, with the cognitive, so it's nothing to be concerned about. It's a lot of education. They'll teach you about goal setting, probably using the SMART format. So make a specific goal, make sure that it's measurable, make sure that it's attainable, make sure so SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, rewarding, and timely. Right. So it should be all of those things when we're setting goals. So they'll go through all of these different things. They do bring in some mindfulness, although mindfulness usually falls under the dialectical behavioral therapy versus cognitive behavioral therapy. And then a subsection or another section of cognitive is cognitive processing therapy. So those ones, they kind of pair. So it's how you process the information versus how you behave based on the stuff that's going on cognitively. Yeah, is anyone else having any issues? Yeah, when you're doing cognitive, like CPT, the cognitive processing therapy, definitely. Is anyone else having any hanging? Because we're just trying to, okay, just wanted to make sure. Just you. Okay. So the next one I had on the list after Kita, although I didn't see Kita say anything about whether or not she got the cards. I hope she did. It was your Wi-Fi. Hi, Dawn. How are you, love? When I hear the name Dawn, I automatically think of the song Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose? That song. Nice. So, yeah, the video that I am. Would you like one? Okay, love you. I do a variety of things, Zach. Mostly, so I was a nurse for 20 years, and then I had a lot of trauma, and this is for you, Aaron. So I went through a ton of trauma throughout my entire life, everything you can imagine, including being kidnapped, not once, but twice, and being homeless, sexual assault, physical assault, all kinds of abuses. And I worked as a nurse for over 20 years. And at the height of my career as the director of nursing and senior management for a hospital, I ended up burning out, and I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis following a bunch of other stuff. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Zach. I'm wishing you all of the ease to go through that, to experience that. I have beautiful techniques to help with that. I studied some quantum therapies, which are really, really revolutionary and valuable, but I will definitely put you on the list for a card, Zach. Are you okay being called Zach? Okay, Aaron. So for Aaron, we got a lot of energy here. We got opposition. Opposition is exactly what happens when we get into that opposing energy, like a full moon. A full moon, we would have the sun on one side and the full, and the full moon, and then we'd have the moon on one side and the sun on the other side. Yeah, I'm doing the list today too. I will put you on the list, Oliviera, my love. Yeah, you're on the list. So opposition is opposing, right? So they're on opposite sides. The same thing that happens when there's a full moon. So it talks about tension or a power struggle. And just an imbalance. That's the other word I was looking for. So an imbalance in a situation, right? And that power struggle could even be between our thoughts and our action, right? So how, or our subconscious and our conscious. On the list, love. Yeah, I did put Selma on. I had to look. I have a string of lights. That's how I'm getting light today, is through this little string of light. So you do what you got to do. All right. We got to keep the likes going. Remember, we got to keep the lights going, guys. We're going to try to boost this up. So we got opposition. Okay, so that power struggle or that imbalance that's happening. We've got Chiron, and Chiron's the wounded healer. So Chiron's all about healing your hurts. And I know that's what you're dealing with right now, Erin, as you're working on those. But then we've got Libra, and Libra is about that balance energy, so harmony. So I think what this is talking about is right now it may seem like you're really in this, this imbalance or this power struggle or a very tense situation, which you're going to go through some of that hurting and healing, right? We have to figure out what is hurting us so that we can work on healing that particular dynamic. But you're going to be okay. Libra is also about relationships, right? It's not just about balance. So you are going to get to that, from that imbalance to balance at some point. But it can also speak of that there's maybe a supportive relationship that you have that's going to help you through this difficult time. Okay, so it's still a very positive energy for you. And the healing journey, it can be challenging, right? But it doesn't have to be ongoing forever and ever and ever and ever, right? I actually had a reel that I was doing, but I haven't posted it yet. And it's just that people get stuck. So what our belief system is what our reality shows up to be. So if I believe that I'm not good enough, then my reality shows me that. It shows me that in a multitude of ways. It will show me that because the people in my life won't be fully invested, or like your boyfriend cheats on you, or you get terminated from your job, or people continually let you down. There's all these different ways where they show you that you're not good enough. It gets reflected back to you. So our belief system makes our reality. So if you think that you always have to be healing, then that becomes your reality, and you're always going to have to be healing, right? But that's not true. You can be healed. You can fully heal from your trauma. I believe that I am now. I have no symptoms of anything. And, I'm very calm and balanced, and I love myself and I love my life. So it is possible to completely heal. Oh, just book a session. I can. So they're English, English. Let me look on my website. I can do that. I can look on my ceiling. You can't wait. No way. No way. So when you scroll down, it's in the book a service part is where it is, and it just says energy healing. And then below, so there's on the book a service, it says the Sacred Journey package, the energy healing, and the trauma session. And with the energy healing, you can book it as part of a plan as well. But it is on there. But what I wanted you to do is just connect with me, and we can set up an appointment. Okay. And then we'll worry about the rest of it afterwards. How does that sound? Okay. All righty. So after Erin, I definitely have to go back to the tab, go back to the right tab so I can see who's next. So after Erin is Selma. Hi, Selma. How are you? Alex, playing in TikTok land. How are you, love? We got to get this out there. I've been having like consistently 50 or more people in my lives every single time I go live. And we're having a hard time getting to 20. Because at this rate, we're going to just do morning shows. um, hello, love. How are you? How have you been? Oh. Wow, that opposition came out again. We've got Aries. So Aries is the first sign in the astral and the in the zodiac. And Aries are, I like to, if we go through ages, Aries is the infant. They're initiating, they're little rammy rams. They're independent, they're brave, and they're passionate. They're very fiery energy, right? They're very, very fiery energy. I love you, Julie. We've got opposition again. So we've got that opposition energy coming up, those, like what it would be on a full moon. We've got that, whether it's a power struggle or it's tension or it's an imbalance. There's that dynamic there. And then we have 9, and house 9 is about spiritual growth. So if we're looking at that, are you 1:30? It's 1:34 a.m. My goodness, that is late, girlfriend. All right, gonna put my coat back on, my sweater back on. Cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm. Spirits come in, then I get cold. It's just the way that it goes. Has to have the sweater around. Plus the house is chilly at this hour. It did. I was like 1:30. It's time to go to bed and get under the covers. I think Zach, when he said he couldn't wait, he meant he couldn't wait for his card. I think that's what he meant. So, are you having a power struggle? Are you having a power struggle between how you show up, about your individuality and your spiritual growth? Salma. Sorry. I am thirsty though. So how can you be how can you get in how can you be brave? How can you grab onto your bravery? I did a session and I connected with like this warrior spirit, and in other lifetimes you would have stood up in your full glory. You wouldn't have even questioned it. You would have been, like embodied all of your spiritual gifts. You would have spoken loudly and proudly about all of those gifts that you have, and you wouldn't have cared what anyone thought. You would have just been brave. So invoke that energy, even if you have to think, I got to reach into another timeline and grab one of my other selves and grab her energy, but you're going to get it. Hello, Courtney, and hi, Mike. So just because a gift came in, just a reminder that the top gifter, and this is through all formats. So I have somebody that likes to gift me through, yes, you will. Of course you will. Of course you will. Now, belief is a huge thing. Okay. So I want you to focus on, you are healing at every moment. You're not injured. You're not hurt. You're not in no negative language, right? You don't want to, I am that you don't want to be. So always be and believe what you want to be true, right? So always see yourself as healing and recovering, and that your recovery and your healing journey is going to be fast. Okay. I had the same thing, Salma. I really, really had a hard time. I've started recently to speak in light codes and do that. And it was hard for me because I was really worried about being persecuted. And I think that that I could somehow sense that in a previous life I have, and I know that from channeling previous lives, that I have been persecuted before, that I have been, hurt and harmed for the gifts that I had. So I was really afraid to step into them in this lifetime for fear of that same thing happening. Anyway, I've transitioned past that. I decided, you know what, as in this body, it's this one time, right? My spirit will have other lives, but yay, Kai! And by the way, hello, Kai. I saw you come in there, and I didn't say it really well. I like to say hello to everybody, so hi, right? So when and when you think about an eternity, you can't even see it because it's off the screen, right? The ends of life is off the screen, and we're just in this little bit here, and it's just a blink and it's over, right? So we put so much emphasis and power and stuff on this lifetime, but it's so short. It's so short in the realm of eternity. It's just a blink. Are you meditating? Are you meditating? What's your meditation practice? Are you doing that? Sinking into just allowing yourself, just doing some 3 nice slow breaths. Sink into it. Start with 3 minutes. Just do 3 minutes of meditation, right? Even if you set yourself a timer so I'm only doing 3 minutes. It's just a tiny little bit of time, right? Definitely, Kai, you can be on the list for a card. But just a reminder, as I was saying, for anyone who is a gifter, I calculate all of the gifts for the whole month of June, and whoever's the top gifter, they will win a quantum healing session with me. So this quantum mind, body, spirit healing session that I offer is valued at almost $300. Hi, Cheryl. I can put you down for a card. Okay, so after Selma was Jess. Okay, and then I do think that Zachary left. So, and if anybody else wants a card who's in the live, just let me know. We've already got 10,000 likes. Well, there may only be 7-8 people in the live, but you guys are like tapping. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of love too. See how many I can get right away. Rapid finger. Definitely not forgetting you. After Jess is Oliviera. Okay, Jess. We've got Mars. Mars, the god of war. Mars is all about moving forward. So there's going to be some forward motion, and there's also the potential for having to defend yourself. We've got the North Node. The North Node is what we're destined to have. So we navigate towards our North Node, coming out of the South Node, right? So that's an important thing. And we've got Venus. Venus, the god of love. And do you know what subdues the god of war? Do you know what makes the god of war sit down and get all chill? The god of love, goddess of love, right? The goddess of love. So, give and receive love, find and see value. There is this. So we're going to move forward from this feeling of defending yourself and whatever this issue is that's there, right? We're going to be moving towards what we're destined to have. And what we are destined to have is this even transaction of giving and receiving love, of stepping into value and seeing beauty in the things that are around you. So it's definitely a good motion to move from, I feel like there might be some tense energy that came up for a little while there, but you are destined to have this beautiful, wonderful, loving relationship where it is an even transaction of giving and receiving love. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from those. Hi, Creative Life and Candy. I wanted to say Condi, like Khan, like con, but Candy it is. Whoa. So after, no, I haven't done your card yet, Dawn. I have Oliviera. Hi, Creative Life. How are you? I like Creative Life. We are powerful creators. We are powerful, powerful creators. Hi, Fadia. I was looking for this gentleman that comes in and watches my lives, but I didn't realize how fancy. You're welcome, Jess. I can't keep these cards in my hand or like just doom, 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 doom. All righty. So for Oliviera, we got Yang. Okay. Paula. We've got Yang energy. So Yang is the divine masculine, and that divine masculine, if we had the divine feminine standing across the dance floor, the divine masculine would march on over and say, would you like to dance with me? That's the energy of going and getting it, right? So that's the energy from Yang. It is proactive. It is expressive. It is doing and forward motion. Then we've got the South Node. So this is what we're destined to release. So there is a lot of forward motion moving away from what we need to release within our lives. Now, House 1 is the last card that came up for you. And House 1 is all about your individuality and your expression, and how your self-expression and how you approach life. So you're going to be moving away from what is no longer serving you towards this space of individuality where you're going to be expressing yourself more fully. So I really, really like this card for you because I think it's about time that you stood in all your glory and said, I'm Oliviera. Yes, I am. Powerful. Tanya, I like your name. You're very welcome. So after Oliviera is Amanda. Hi, how are you? It has been a while. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. So Amanda, let's see what we get for Amanda. It's about time. Like Liz, every time I hear that, Lizzo comes to mind. It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Next is Amanda, then Julie, then Kai, Dawn, and Paula. As long as everybody sticks around. Hi, Coco Jean. Whoa. Look at that. It came out, all three of them together. Apparently, we've got a lot of opposition energy today. So this is for Amanda. So for Amanda, we've got House 10, which House 10 governs our career sector. So it's about structure, discipline, our life's mission. Hello, love. Hello, love. I love you. Our accomplishments, our career, like all of that, right? And we've got this opposition energy. So there's tension in your career sector. I think you work with your husband, right? Is that the power struggle? A little bit of power struggle going on in that sector. Virgo also came out. Now, Virgo is the 6th sign in the zodiac, and Virgo is all about your daily habits, your health, your healthy habits. So your health and wellness. It's about service, but it's also your integrity, reverence. So a lot of that energy. So it could be that it could be propelling you to make a decision about going into a different career, but it could be saying that the way to navigate through this potential tension or imbalance that's within your career sector is to bring that integrity and reverence into the situation, and that will allow you to navigate through that opposition or that tense energy that's there right now, that little bit of a power struggle that's going on. So it will transition through, but just remember to bring that integrity and reverence to the situation. Okay, I love you. Itchy today, like little tiny little eat out, eat out. I don't know if Amanda heard that. I hope she did. But I'm going to write it down just in case because I haven't seen the House 10 opposition and Virgo. Okay, so I wrote it down. And Julie, you're back just in time. So it's Julie, and then it's Kai, Dawn, Paula. Okay, so Julie, Kai, Dawn, and Paula. I'll let you know, sweetie. Oh, one of Julie's cards. Oh, I did not call you. Hello, Helena. I don't know why I didn't even get you on the list yet, love. You're on the list now, though. You did. Hi, Frank Jackson. I thought it was going to fall out, but it did not. How did your live go? I couldn't stay because I had a call that I had to do. Oh, Cheryl. Yep. Are now. You are now. Just realized I just checked where my dog was. His wet butt is on my couch. Oh no. I did tune back in a little while later and I saw that you were in the garage. Or was because you started in the house, right? And then I saw you later in the garage. Was that after your car died? Your car. Was that after your phone died? One more card. I'm just enjoying doing these little mini readings. Okay, so let's see. We ended up with 4, Julie, and that's because one fell out right at the end and this one flipped over. So we're just going to go with all 4 because there must be a message that someone needs to hear. Nice. So we've got Mars again, so the god of war, which is a forward movement with the potential of having to defend yourself. But there is forward motion when the god of war or Mars card comes up. We've got the air element. So the air element is for the signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They're all air signs, and they all share the same themes, right? So open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So the air element is all about the mental, right? So they're very intellectual. They want to constantly be learning and stuff like that. So there is something that you're going to be learning here, and it could be through that whole, why do I get defensive in this specific thing? Because maybe there's a hurt that's underlying that, I need to work on. Virgo again came out, and Virgo's about that servitude, integrity, reverence, but also, your daily habits and routines and your health and wellness. So that's all within the sector of Virgo. So it could be that, that's going to help you as well, because there is a destined to release. The South Node came out as well. So whatever this defensiveness, that's this defending stuff that's coming up here, it is something that you're going to be releasing, and you're going to be releasing it by leaning into your intellect and keeping integrity in the mix as well. And that will allow you to navigate through and let go of whatever this Mars energy is that's coming up in your life right now. Okay. And maybe review your daily habits and make sure that they're really supporting the future that you want to have. Okay. No, the Mars energy is not bad. The Mars energy is not bad. It's talking about moving forward. It does talk about like that there could be going on the defensive, right? So, and that's okay, right? Sometimes we do have to defend ourselves. All righty, Kai. You can ask a question, Harpreet. Depending on what it is, depends on whether I answer it. Okay. Hi, Anita. How are you, love? You're so welcome, sweetie. Anita reads cards as well. It's really, really important we've gotten a bunch of them. It's good to see you too. The evening hour might work a little bit better. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, I do my live at 2 p.m. Eastern. And the 2 p.m. Eastern walk, we're going to do something different. I'm just not sure. It was supposed to be a walk, but if it's raining tomorrow, then we're probably not going to go on a walk, a live walk anyway. I'll take Casper's walks, but not on a live. It's lovely to see you, Anita. How are you? Are you doing very well? I am. Hi, Peyton. How are you, love? So for Kai, we got the water element. So the water element is for the signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, so and water, all of these three signs, they share that element of water and what it brings up. So water is your spirituality. I'm very well. How are you? Right? He's just a sweetheart. He's just a sweetheart. I have some more videos from today. So it's your spirituality, your emotion, your intuition, and your compassion. So all water element, all signs that have the water element follow that or have those same characteristics in it. Okay. You also got house 3, Kai, and house 3 is the house of Gemini. So Gemini is, that's the house 3 looks at your neighbors and siblings and your, kind of childhood friends, early learning, the rational mind and communication, intellect, those types of things as well. So we've got that energy. And then we have the Virgo energy. So what this is telling me is that, is there a way for you, sorry, I just had to look that over. I'm listening to see what the message is that comes up between these 3 cards just a little bit, because I want to see if any downloads come in, whether that's visions or not. But how are your spiritual gifts? Lazy as fun. Sometimes, you're a human being, not a human doing. So, you're allowed to just be. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be. So how are you with your spirituality or, opening up to your intuition? Do you feel blocked in that space at all, Kai? Or do you feel like that's starting to open up? Hi, Stephen. How are you, love? Good. I'm glad that's okay. Yeah. So, because I'm wondering if you're not in the early stages of starting to learn and explore your spiritual gifts and opening yourself up to your intuition. And it doesn't have to be anything complicated to open yourself up spiritually. It could be just a matter of taking some time to meditate, right? Just sitting in the silence, in the stillness, and allowing yourself to be open to whatever comes through. And the other, oh, hi, Anita. I miss you, Anita. Mwah, I miss you. I miss you. I love you. I'm just shouting at you. I love you and I miss you. And Virgo, because there could be a potential to move through into a space where you're going to use it to help serve. I know we're going to officially change her name to Anita as well, because it's not officially Anita, but it's going to be. And hi, Mama Bear Carrie Ann. How are you, love? So can you hold that? Can you sit in that space of reverence, right? Just being open to it, right? Just open to what's coming in. And that's spirituality is as simple as that, right? It is a good name. It is a good name. And spirituality is simple as that. Connecting with nature, understanding that there's more in the world. I'm doing very well, love. I'm here with these beautiful people. So how could I be in anything but a beautiful mood? They're just beautiful. So, that whole energy of how can you, so sinking into it, like whether it's, you can do prayer, you can do, outside of prayer, you could do connecting with nature, meditation's a big one. And even if you start it with, like I said, 3 minutes of meditation, and then slowly allow that to grow and see how much, like, you can get to, half hour. People do hours and hours of meditation, but just start with 3 minutes and see where it goes. That ability to shut our minds off, and it's not about stopping your thoughts. What it is about allowing your thoughts to be like leaves on a stream. So, and I love using this as an example. So when you're meditating, it's a bit of saying, it just opens you up, right? It just opens you up, because when you're not invested in your thoughts, and it's being invested in your thoughts, that's the thing. As long as you're not invested in your thoughts, that allows you to be open to hearing and intuiting other stuff. So it just opens you up more, because your thoughts are really like, they're almost like a block from hearing other things. So when you're meditating, it's not about silencing the mind, because that can get really frustrating if you're sitting there, I want to meditate, but I can't stop my mind. My mind's just like, blah, 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 blah. It's not about stopping it. And that's why I like to use a grocery list as an example. So meditating just means that when you think, I have to go grocery shopping, you acknowledge and let it go. As opposed to going, I need to go grocery shopping. And then you go, yeah, I need butter, and I need toilet paper, and I need bread, and start building your list. So meditation is the act of not going down that rabbit hole of building the list of groceries. It's just, I saw that the thought came in of, I have to do grocery shopping, and you just let it go. Right? So it's just not following and entertaining the thoughts that come into your head. So don't look at it as, I have to try to keep my mind silent. And a lot of times, like, we get into meditative states when we're like doing the dishes, or we're doing, like when we're doing the dishes, and we just get lost in you get into that flow, or when you're doing something creative, right? And all of a sudden, as you're being creative, then all of a sudden you get that pop of a thought in your head, and you're like, that's a great idea. That's a download. That's a download coming in, because you weren't occupied by the countless thoughts that were in your head. You allowed yourself to get into a state of flow, right? And I like in that stream analogy, and whether you call it the stream analogy, that, or the grocery shopping, or clouds in the sky, you just let them go by. You just let them go by. Right. So it's not as difficult as it's made out to be, or you can make it easier just by following that analogy of, it's just, don't build the grocery list. Know that you got to go grocery shopping, but don't build the list. Okay. And after Kai is Dawn. Okay. And then after Dawn is Paula, then Helena, and then Cheryl. Yes. That's what it's doing, because I think that in the end, it might be something that, whether as a secondary form of income, or even you decide that's primarily where I want to go. I see that being what it's saying. Open yourself up to your spirituality and your intuition, and build that practice up, and that it could at some point be a way that you show up to serve. Okay, so that's how you show up in the world, to maybe serve. Okay. Whether it's your primary or secondary form of income. I love you. You have a wonderful evening too, Anita. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you. Aw, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. We got one for Dawn. I can't, every time I say your name, it's immediate. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? I can't remember it fully. I just remember sometimes. Aw, Carolyn, I can definitely put you on the list, love. That's all I do. People come in, and if they ask me to put you on the list, I put you on the list. Now, I do want to mention that my biggest thing is helping people heal trauma and mental health, working through addictions, working through all of that stuff. But I am an intuitive, and I do like to deliver messages and give clarity with cards. But I do quantum healing, whether that's energetic healing. I get downloads. Sometimes I channel past lives. all kinds of different things. I have a lot of different things that I bring to the table, but healing is my number one thing. Is I love to help people heal. So you can find out more on my website if you go to the link in my thing. I offer a free call. So if you go to my website and you read this stuff and you're like, I don't know what, you can always ask for a free card. Definitely. Ha. Hi, Salasia, my love. Kaylee's on the list. Okay, so we have Paula. I was like, wait a second, which one? No, Dawn, right? We're on Dawn. I got to color my list. So what happens when I'm doing the front end and the back end? I get all confused. Hi, Shams. How are you, my love? So Dawn, we got Uranus, and Uranus is about radical change. Like that is that, like it's happening, and it's happening rather, like it's profound, right? So when you're going on your healing journey, a part of the healing from trauma and stuff is radical acceptance is one of the things that comes up. And the whole thing is that you have to accept that's what happened has happened. But this could be just a profound shift. This could be a change in ideology. This could be like having an awakening, like it's a radical change. Now we've got house 2. House 2 is the house of Taurus, but house 2 is your financial sector. And this is my resources, not our resources, my resources. And Taurus is a little bit of mine. But this is also your physical security. This is your possessions, your material value, and your self-worth. So there's going to be a radical change in this area of your life, whether that's in your financial sector. Maybe something's going to come up that's going to allow you, that's going to shift that area. Or maybe there's something coming up that's going to affect your self-worth, that's going to radically change how you see yourself showing up in your life. So the last card that came up is Saturn. And Saturn is about feeling restricted. It's about experiencing struggle and learning hard work and patience. So I'm not sure if you're looking at manifesting something in your second house, right? If you're looking at manifesting money or material things, and this could be asking you to just remember that you need to be patient and just keep working towards the goals that you want to achieve. Okay, so that's the message that I'm getting from these cards for you, Dawn. And that could very well be not about your resources. It could be about your self-worth, right? Where you're learning, you just need to, that you're just experiencing some struggle right now. And, but there's going to be a radical change. Okay. I love you. And thank you, Salasia, Tiny Diney. I'm going to go for a little ride on the Tiny Diney. And I got you on the list, Shams. I'm fabulous. How are you? It feels weird. I usually only do nighttime ones on the weekend. So I keep thinking, how did we get to Saturday already? and did I forget to do some things? My brain. Whoo. All right. So after Dawn is Paula. Okay. And then after Paula is Helena. And then Cheryl, Carolyn, Kaylee, and Shams. That Mars card, man. A lot of Mars energy for people right now. Are we all on the defensive? Is there a bit of people? Are people on the defensive right now? Yeah. A lot of defensive people right now. That's okay. We'll transition through it. Okay. I take my sweater off again. Should call on some spiritual, some guidance from the spiritual realm. Get those boys in here to cool me down. All right. Whew. Not sure who brought the heat, but somebody brought some heat. Yep. Mustang Tessie, yeah. It was new when you came in, just immediate menopause. I'm picking up on your energy that, but yeah, it's bad, honey. It's bad. You know, maca. Have you ever went to the health food store and there's a thing called maca? Yeah, maca. It's really good for helping with that. It's a natural substance. You just take a pill or two each day, something like that. Whew, whew, whew. You are on fire, Mama. You're on fire. Ice cubes. No, oh wait, I do. I actually do have a elastic. Let's do this for a second. We're just gonna pin that up just for a little bit, okay? Yeah, it really works. It's really good. That's what I did. I went into early menopause, like so much so, like look at I'm fogging up my glasses when they were like they were starting to fog up from the heat that you brought. One of the ladies that came into the feed brought some heat. Brought some heat. Whew. Okay, Paula. So Mars energy, so all about moving forward, and there's the bit about defending yourself. Okay, we've got this beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius energy of optimism, exploration, and freedom. So whatever you're feeling that you have to defend yourself, you are going to be navigating forward through to this space of freedom where you're not going to feel whatever that, like I feel like there's that, like almost like someone's trying to cage you, or like you're feeling restricted in that way, and that's why you feel like you need to defend yourself, like nobody puts baby in a corner kind of energy. And you've got the air. So the air is again Gemini's, Libra, and Aquarius's element, and it's all about being open-minded, objective, and to learn as you go. So, and Sagittarius loves to learn more in the like larger item of stuff, right? Like philosophy and spirituality, like big ideas, like big not out of the box. The big picture. There we go. They're big picture thinkers. And travel and exploration and stuff like that. So it might be something that you're exploring in that space, but it's going to require a little bit of open-mindedness to help you navigate through whatever this is that's making you feel like you need to be on the defensive. Why, thank you. The energy. I'm feeling better now. I still feel like a little heat down the back, but not as bad as I was when you first came in, love. But yeah, maca really works. It's good stuff. So after Paula is Helena. Let me know if you're able to hear me, Helena. Yes, a ton of learning, and there would be a lot of defending going on in that. How many siblings do you have? Two. Yeah, just try to stay. Yeah, that open-mindedness really holds true there. And staying like objective, right? Really staying objective. Try not to get too personally invested in things. Yeah, it's always challenging, right? And most times when people like they want to hold on to the items from the like that from the parents that pass on, they want to hold on to those things because it makes them feel like they can keep a part of their parent with them, or that this is a way for that they're going to be able to honor their memory or hold their memory closer. But you can call on them anytime you want and they'll be right there. right there beside you, supporting you. And if you're really good at sitting in, and opening up to your spiritual gifts, every single one of us can channel. Every single one of us can connect to spirit. It's just some of us open up really quickly. Some of us take a little bit longer to open up. But we all have the potential to do so. So if it's something that interests you, just meditate frequently and release any preconceived notions. Know that it can come in. You can feel like there's a touch. You can feel like some people actually hear. Some people have visions. Some people write. Some people translate things, like speak in language, like light codes or light language is another way that sometimes this stuff is. Yeah. Well, I'm sending you a bunch of love. Sorry to hear about that. It's definitely a difficult time, right? A very difficult time. But it's important, it's try not to, hopefully not losing, the siblings because of stuff, right? Like that's the important part, to try to navigate it through, not to lose the siblings because of stuff. Whoa. Okay, Helena. Nice. Grounding is huge. Look at this. Helena, not all of them. Not all of them. You're welcome. Definitely, Alex, you can have a card. Oh, I'm not going to type it. Well, you never know. You never know what's going to come up. Okay. Whew. The heat went away. I can let the hair down now. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, maybe. Oh. 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 There. I'm glad I had that elastic. It came in very handy for all the heat that you brought. Okay, so I feel like that one card, I feel like a couple of these cards probably are not necessary, but I'm not seeing Helena come up. You know those beanbag thing, the beanbag that you can put in the freezer and you can put in the microwave as well. They can go between both. I used to love grabbing it and just lying it on my chest or on the back of at the nape of the neck to really help to cool down. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, Helena. Aw, babies. You got baby turkeys and guineas and chickies. So cute. So very, very cute. Okay, so we got house 5. House 5 is the house of Leo, and this is all about passion, play, children, confidence and creativity, and also romance. And you got Venus. Just saying. And Cancer. So there's a lot, like, oh my God, Spirit just came in and I like almost need a jacket now. You got a lot of romantic energy, a lot of very lovely energy in these 3 cards, Helena, right? You've got the goddess of love. You've got Cancer, which is all about home and nurturing. Sure, it's a little bit protective too, but it's about home and nurturing. And house 5, which is passionate and playful and just beautiful energy. And I really feel like this is your and thank you, Frank. I think this is about you. Like you're finally singing your song. You're this cheerful little playful little bird now, finally singing your song. You're embodying this beautiful, this one. You're embodying the whole giving and receiving love. You're seeing beauty. You're just like in that beautiful space. And that's reflecting in your home environment. You're starting to see that, being shared with somebody else within your life. I think this is beautiful energy for you, Helena. Just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Whoa. All right, we got Cheryl. Where are you from, Frank? Amethyst. Oh, I feel like the energy is starting to, it's starting to build. It's starting to build. Will we get to 50 people? It is like, I just feel that. Nice, nice. I'm in Canada. All right. We got a lot of houses here for you, Cheryl. No, Alex, definitely not. So it's Cheryl, Carolyn, Kaylee, Shams, Alex. That's as far as the list goes. Nobody else has asked to be on it. That's as far as it goes, but we're going to put Spiritual Amethyst on it here because I know she's going to ask for a card. So we've got Cheryl. We got house 1, house 8, and house 6. So house 1 is all about your self-expression, how you show up in the world. It's your identity, right? So that's the energy of this one. For cards, love, for cards. So if you want to be on the list to get some cards. Yeah, like that songbird, right? That songbird that's out there just, singing your song. Like you're embodying yourself for the first time in your life. You're free to just be you and sing and play and be creative and embody that beautiful energy. And that, when you embody yourself and you bring, that playfulness and that love and stuff to yourself, then that translates everywhere out into your world's your mirror. Your world's your mirror. So your relationships are all going to start showing that. Okay, back to Cheryl. So house 1, your self-image, your individuality, how you show up in the world, your approach to life. That's all of this card. House 8 is the house of Scorpio. Sorry, house 1 is the house of Aries, by the way. Aw, thank you, Kaylee. I love you. I think you look really cute. I have to bring your picture up. Right? It was just fantastic. So house 8 is the house of Scorpio. So the house of Scorpio, this is all like that sexy, mysterious, spiritual, karma. Like it can be really deep energy. You did, but I wrote them down because you didn't say anything. So I was like, I wonder if she fell out the door. I wonder if her, so I can read your cards after Amanda. So it's about transformation, karma, facing your fears, and legacies. So those are those 2 cards. And then you have house 6. So house 6 is the energy of establishing a foundation. It's about your health, your daily routines, and it's about servitude. So how you are serving other people, and practical details as well. So how is your individuality going through this transformation that is going to allow you to either embody healthier routines that will support you, or that is going to allow you to show up in some way in service of others, right? That you're going to be able to bring this transition through so that you can be of service to other people, or that you can embody more health and wellness within your life. So it's about your individuality going through this transformation to show up. So does that make sense to you, Cheryl? Ah, yes. That's challenging. How are things? Which area? Like, you don't have to say. You can go on the list, Selena, but not next. But you can go on the list. Which area, Cheryl? Like, you don't have to say the exact hospital in ICU. That's challenging. But like, I mean, are you in the States or you London? Okay. Like London, Ontario, or like London, England? We have to ask. That's a big thing. Ontario. Yeah. Like that's, and I know the Ontario healthcare system. I live in Ontario and nursed for over 20 years. So yeah, I know exactly. You're on the list, love. My lovely Maud got you. She got you. So yeah, just does that mean I'm going to find an apartment in love? Yeah, I think that you're in this transitional phase with yourself. Like, are you able to embody like loving yourself and showing up for yourself and really, really, knowing who and what you are, like who you are and what you want in life, right? Like getting really, Are you good at that space, right? Because it might be more important. You're next, Carolyn. Yeah. So once you get into that space where where you love yourself and you're willing to enforce boundaries and stand up for yourself, and you really know what love feels like to you, like how you give that to yourself, then when somebody else comes along, you're going to hold them to that standard. But if you don't love yourself fully, then that's like going around with this cup here and saying like, I'll just take whatever to fill it to the top. But if I've already filled it to here, that's okay, Amanda, no apology. I'm just going to take whatever goes in it. It's like going to the grocery store hungry. You put junk in the cart, right? After Carolyn is Kaylee and then Shams. Okay. Yeah. And we'll keep repeating patterns. Like if you look at all of your relationships, they all have some similar line. Like they all have similarities to them, right? Until you look at yourself and work through those things for yourself, till you show up for you, the people in your world are always going to disappoint you. They're always going to be missing the mark because you don't even know what the mark is until you actually fall in love with yourself. So now's the time to fall in love with yourself. Thank you so much, Selena. So I'm going to read Amanda's cards really quick here because I did hold them for her, kind of, sort of. I wrote them down. That's what I did. But I like to show the cards when I'm reading. So give me 1 second, guys. Selena's on the list, definitely. Oh, I was just about to say, I think I missed it. Oh, I love you. Bye, Mama Bear. Love you. Have a beautiful night. Okay, so for Amanda, we'll read your cards, okay, love? So Amanda got house 10, which is your career sector. She got opposition, so that's a point of tension. And then you got Virgo. It is safe. It is very safe space. Very safe space. And so what I see with these three cards coming up for you is that, because I know you work with your husband, so I know that there's definitely a power struggle that happens there. And it's just saying that in order for you to navigate through this is going to take integrity and reverence. So how can you hold some reverence for the situation that you're going through, for this tension that's occurring within your work environment? And it might even be time for you to start looking at, like, how could you navigate out of that space if it's not really a positive space for you? Because maybe there's another position for you. Yeah, they're clear quartz, little stones. Yeah. Hi, Robert. How are you, love? I miss you, Amanda, just so you know. I miss you. I see you like frequently on my Facebook, but I still miss you. Okay. After Cheryl is Carolyn. Let's see what Carolyn's cards are. I love you so much too. Thank you so much, Selena. Your cards all came out together, so that works out really well. So we've got Venus. Aw, I love you. I love you. Aw, thank you, Selena. You're so sweet. So for Carolyn, we got Venus, so the goddess of love. Okay, so she's all about giving and receiving love. There has to be that back and forth. It can't be all give, or you deplete yourself, right? Then next thing you know, your cup's empty. And if you just receive, I mean, that's not a really good transaction to have either. And it's all about finding value and seeing beauty. Ah, witchy kind of woman, divine rising, gorgeous. Um, Mutable energy. So the mutable energy is the energy of Gemini, of Virgo, of Sagittarius, and of Pisces. So that's all about surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. So there's going to be some change in the love, in the giving and receiving of love. And it's okay because you've got angelic support. This is trine, and trine is a planetary alignment. So when two planets are at 120 degrees from one another, that's a trine. Yay! Number 54, yay! That's so awesome. There's harmony and perfect flow. So this is all about, like, you are transitioning, you are flowing and bringing about this harmonious situation within love. So there's going to be a really harmonious giving and receiving of love, and embody that love within your life. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're looking for a relationship. If you're looking for one, it's coming in, and it's angelically supported as well. So, I mean, this is just beautiful. If you are in a relationship, aw, I love you, mama. Then it's going to get to that harmonious, there we go, harmonious, balanced space where there is going to be that even receiving and giving of love back and forth, which is just beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Robert, for sharing. Love you, sweetie. All right, after Carolyn, Angel Wings. Hello, love. Hi, Shauna. Kaylee, and no, there's a couple more. We might be able to bump you up the list. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. So Kaylee is next. Hello, love. How are you? You can definitely be put on the list. You are on the list. Salasia was on top of things. Salasia was on top of things. And Selena has been very generous, so we might be able to bump her up the list. So just a reminder for everybody that whoever is the top gifter of June wins a free quantum mind, body, spirit healing session with me. Okay, and that was all for you, sweetheart. So, well, I'm glad you're resting. Sometimes we have a hard time resting. You're welcome, Carolyn. So for Kaylee, we have South Node. So South Node is something that needs to be released. Okay, so there's something that, you know, you're holding on to, or that you're moving away from, something that doesn't serve you anymore that you're moving away from, and it's something that you're destined to release. When we look at our astrological charts, like our birth charts or natal charts, they're called either or. The South Node is what we're moving away from in this lifetime. So it's what we're releasing. Chiron is the wounded healer. Now, Chiron's talking about, like, it's all about healing those hurts. So the things that easily trigger us, or that where we react in disproportionately, like if somebody came up and, you know, called me a name, not reacting, right, would be normal. Like I could listen to what they said and be like, well, that's not me or whatever. But when we like react, say where we're like flipping a desk or something like that, that might be disproportionate. So that would be an example of a space that, you know, you need to heal, or you need to work on, that there's been a hurt that's been experienced in that space. And that's why we're so reactionary, right? Usually when we become very reactionary, that's because we've been hurt in a space that we haven't healed yet. So that could be coming to the forefront here. And it's something that you are destined to release. But you also got Venus. So Venus is about finding value and giving and receiving love and seeing beauty and stuff like that, but finding value. So if we can find some value in the experiences that we've had, right? So when I look at, even with my with my dad, if I look at the abandonment issue, we won't go into some of the darker traumas that I've experienced, but if I look at, my dad abandoning me, right? So it was hurtful, but in the end, I know that experience, like I found value in the fact that he did leave. That allowed me to be really independent, and probably spared me from a lot more trauma, because he was a very hurt and unhealed person. So, I can find value in the pains and the traumas that I experienced, which can allow us to somehow to navigate through that hurt and pain a little easier, and to release what needs to be let go of, okay, and transferred through. And a lot of times we just have to feel the emotions and let them be expressed out of our body, right? And it's a matter of turning a tap on a little bit, right? We don't want to turn the tap on all the way and have like a flood of emotions. We just want to turn the tap on a little bit. Okay, so just remember it's like opening the dam. You don't want to open the dam all the way and get like blasted out of the way with all the water. You want to open it up a little crack and deal with that little bit and then close it. So just think about that as you're delving into it. But it sounds like right now you're on this healing journey, and you need to be working on the healing more than anything right now. Yeah, don't say I have. That gives it ownership. All right. Right? Okay, Shams and everybody else in the list. Are you okay if I do Selena? Are you okay if I allow Selena to go now? Figure I could ask. Wouldn't hurt to ask. She is, isn't she? She's the cutest little cherub. See, when I say Pete had the energy of cake. Like when I saw Pete and I hung out with Pete across from me in a reading, Pete was cake. He's sweet. He's comforting. He's, comforting. And witchy and wickedly divine. She's a little cherub. Like you can see those little cherub, little angels, right? That's the energy that Julie has. She's just this little cute little cherub angel, and I could just pinch her cheeks. So Shams was okay with you going ahead of me. Helena is like a like a firecracker, like firecrackers or fireworks. Like it's bright and sunny and explosive and just like kaboom, right? Like just kaboom. Like it's just, I love it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but not like in a bad way. Not in a because I wanted to be careful when I was saying explosive, because I wanted to make sure it's not like we're taking out buildings or anything like that. It's just that kind of like, bah, bah. but in a like cheerful way. Party doesn't start till I walk in. Exactly. I love it. Okay, Celine. Oh, hi, Heyoka. Yeah, it's like you be like, those, I'm trying to think on which, maybe it's on here where it has the party thing where it sends out the confetti like that, like a confetti shooter. Celebration. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Selena. So Selena, we have house 4. So house 4 is the house of Cancer, and house 4 is all about your cultural and family. Oh, I love you. is about your cultural and family roots. It's about your home and peace and comfort. So there is also Chiron energy. So that wounded healer is coming up on the home front. So there's some healing that we're doing within this environment. Okay. But it's okay because we've also got a lot of love here. So there's going to be a transfer of love. There's going to be finding value in it as well. Interesting. The only card that was different than Kaylee's. Sometimes I affect computers and like electronics. Me and my one client, when we're sitting in a video session before it like cuts, like it'll put like green and blue lines across the screen, and I'll be up in the top in two different screens and she'll be down on the bottom, and it'll all be just, it literally just, for some reason, a file folder opened up. I didn't touch anything, but a folder opened up, and that was just really weird. I don't know why it popped out of there. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, you were saying that I'm going to do that you were going to do that or something. You were saying something about Earth Angels with me as well, that you wanted to do an Earth Angels segment or something with me as well. Definitely. Definitely. I'm in. Yeah. So there's this healing that's occurring on the home front, but it's okay. We're either going to find value in it, or there is going to be that transfer, that harmonious balance that's going to come out at some point. And it comes between that even transfer of giving and receiving love. And if you're not giving and getting the love back that you're giving, then, maybe that's something that you need to consider. And maybe that's not the home environment that you want, right? In order to bring that peace and comfort into your home environment, sometimes it means changing the environment if it's not a healthy one. But yeah, definitely. Look, we're back on the screen now, so we're okay. It'd be lovely. Yeah. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine, right? I always say to myself, okay, I have a beautiful story for this. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. I have to make sure that the other screen gets it too. Okay. Now, the reason why I can say that is because I just experienced that. So back in the end of March, going into April, or, in April, I had a gentleman connect with me because he wanted me to collaborate with him. He wanted me to collaborate because he does this quantum regression therapy, and he wanted me to come in and support it with my trauma knowledge so that the people that he's training on his quantum technique would get trauma training as well. So he had connected with me to do that. But in the conversation, we are like, there was a miscommunication. He'd also said that, he was just about to have his second baby and that there was going to be a little bit of downtime. So I didn't think that there was a rush on it. So I didn't rush to prepare it. So, and I also wasn't sure exactly what he wanted or how it would meld, because I didn't even know this technique that he was talking about. So he ended up getting someone else to do it. And I was like, oh man, like I messed up. I let that go. I should have been more on it. But then I reminded myself, what's meant for me can never pass me by. So today he connected with me because the person that he ended up doing it with didn't end up working out that great. So he wanted to know if I was still open to doing it. And now I've been trained in the technique that he was doing, so I know exactly how I can support it with my trauma knowledge. So it was like, yay! What is meant for me can never pass me by. So just remember that. Great job, Helena, by the way. 1.2 thousand likes. Phenomenal. Hello, Melinda. I see you down there tapping away. I love you, my friend. I love you. All right. Shams, and then Alex, and then Spiritual Amethyst, and then Ricky, and then a witchy kind of woman. And I think Heyoka would like on the list. I feel like Heyoka would like on the list. Okay. Shams. You got 4 cards. Shams, his energy. He always goes for a few more or one more at least. Okay, Shams, you got Cancer, and Cancer is the lovely crab. It's really showing up. Okay, there. Cancer is also a water sign. Ooh. I'm in for Hawaii. Could you imagine me with like flowers, like and the beach and the sun and the sea? Like it's my whole vibe. It's my whole vibe. When is this retreat? Let me know. I need to manifest. I need to manifest that into fruition so I can be in Hawaii too. So everybody here, you need to sign up for packages with me so that I can so I can travel, so I can go to Hawaii or anywhere else. I have lots of people who want to see me around the world. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So Shams, you got Cancer. So Cancer is the, don't take that way. That sounded really bad. Nice. Nice. So Cancer is the astrological sign that is governed by the moon. It is the maternal sign, whereas Capricorn's the paternal sign. So this is like mom energy. It's nurturing, it's protective, it is comfort. Like this is comfort. You also got house 4, which house 4 is the house of Cancer. So you really have a lot of this maternal energy, this home, this nurturing. So maybe there's a home coming up for you. Like, and I know that that's something that, that you'd like to manifest as your own home, like a nice, beautiful home space. And it's about your culture, or you could be working through your home life, like through some of your earlier experiences, right? So the home being your cultural and family roots, and peace and comfort, and the home front. You got this mutable energy. The mutable energy is the energy of the signs Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So sign 3, 6, 9, and 12, those signs. And it's about surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. So welcoming change in the area of your home. Okay. And then you got trine as well. So trine is that 120-degree alignment of planets. And what trine is saying is that there is angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So whatever energy, like if it's talking about a new home, or it's talking about working through those family, like any of the issues that you have within your family, that is going to move. It's going to flow through that. You're going to be welcoming change. It's supported by the angels, and it's going to be a very harmonious situation. Okay, so just beautiful. And I love you, Melinda. And I appreciate you. Thank you. How does that sound for you, Shams? I think it sounds fantastic. I know there's one person watching, and I'm hoping it's Shams, but in the odd chance that it isn't, I'm going to write down his cards just in case. Okay, Alex is next. Hi, Riley. Hi, Riley. And so it's Alex, and then it's Spiritual Amethyst. Beautiful, beautiful. So just remember, Divine Masculine Healing Tribe this coming Saturday at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. we meet. Good evening, Mr. Riley. That goes for you too. 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, Divine Masculine, we meet. We ride, boys, we ride. Good evening, Tanya. It'll be on Zoom, but through Facebook. I can send you the link through Messenger. I'll put it in the link. There's a chat for the group. Right? 36912. So if you, and good evening, Tana. If you So there is a chat for the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe. There's a chat that's been created as long as you've accepted it. So the day of the thing, I'll send the link for the group. Okay. We're just pulling cards tonight, Patricia. So if you want a card, you can get on the list and we can see what the card doesn't reveal. Hi, Winnie. How are you, love? Yeah. So all you have, so what I'm doing now, because I set up that chat group, is on the day that we're having the meeting, I'll just drop the link into it. Ooh, psychedelic. Nice. Thanks, Valerie. It is pretty. It is very pretty. I need to get more. I could feel kind of psychedelic too. I feel like it's a Saturday. I really feel like it's a Saturday. Nice. Nice. I am going to be opening up some spiritual gifts. I know that for sure. Purple is amazing. I love purple. Okay. The sun. This is for Alex. Yeah, if you want on the card for a tarot card, you just have to ask for it. Okay. So we've got the sun. This is for Alex. I hope you're still there, Alex. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the sun. We've got Uranus, and we've got mutable. Okay. So the sun is self-expression, and it's about embodying the truth. Okay. And the sun, I mean, besides being the sun, it also is, it rules Leo. So the sun rules Leo. So just think about that, the pride and, passion and playful and creativity and all of that stuff. And charisma, like think about charisma, that when you're in the sun and it's all warm and sunny, how you feel a little more charismatic. That's okay. Every time someone says doo-doo, I cannot help it. So this is about radical change. Uranus is about radical change. Okay, so we've got our self-expression, and there's radical change coming on that front of your self-expression. But there's also the mutable energy. The mutable energy, again, is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And that is all about surrendering. So surrender to this radical change that is happening, right? And it will flow through, right? There's fluidity here. Like there's a lot of motion that's going to happen, and you're going to be welcoming the changes that come in, right? Just embody whatever changes are coming, but it's in that self-expression. And it may even be that you're going to get that little spur to like stand up and speak your truth about a matter that you've been kind of quiet about for a while. Be eccentric. Be eccentric. All right. So it could be that energy as well, that there may be something that you haven't been completely honest about, and you need to be completely honest about it. Yeah, definitely. So Alex, are you on Facebook at all? Aw. So we got Spiritual Amethyst next, and then Ricky, Witchy Kind of Woman, Valerie. Where are you? Patricia. We got a few before you, Patricia. So if you are, you can look me up. I'm Tanya Baldwin on Facebook, and or you can go to my website. My link in my profile. Honey biscuits. Is that where's honey biscuits? If you go to my profile, my website is linked there. go to my website, and it has all my social media links, but it also has on one of the, it has the groups and podcast links. And in that group and podcast links is the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe. So you can load that up. That means that you wouldn't even have to add me as a friend. You could just load that up. Join that group. We meet 5 times a month, and you get to spend at least an hour with me, and we talk about whatever you're struggling with, and I give you things to help, right? Someone just brought you honey biscuits. You're welcome. Yeah, come hang out with me. Or you can always sign up for a free call and see how you could work with me in any one of my different healing ways. Okay, you share. Okay, next is spiritual amethyst. In traditional spiritual amethyst fashion. Let's just throw cards everywhere. All right. Woo. Just waiting to see spiritual amethyst come up. Of course, yes. So you got house 10. Hi, Mary Lou. How are you, love? You have house 10, which is all about your ambitions, your career sector, structure, discipline, like all of those energies, your accomplishments. You have got Neptune, which is all about dreaming and transcending. So dream and transcend, Capricorn. So all about ambition and achievement and the big daddy energy. You got big daddy energy being a Capricorn. That's what I'm gonna say to all the Capricorns. Oh, you got big daddy energy. And then I'm gonna say to all the Cancers, so you got the big mama. You got the big mama energy. No. Aw. Well, you know what? What you typed there sounds absolutely fine. Ooh, Cap Aquarius. Yeah. You're like, and not this, please, you're like the adult. You are the epitome of adulthood. Like you've got 2 10s and an 11. Like you didn't get anything from the top end of the zodiac, right? Like, so you're just all about being adult. You are just the full parent. Oh, I love you, Heyoka. Riley is the big parent. Riley is the big parent because he's got Cancer and Capricorn energy. So he's just all parental. He's like, he's got mama and papa energy. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you got conjunction. Conjunction, what's your function? Well, to bring things together is what the function is. So it's a union or a merging, a coming together. So conjunction is what happens when you're in a new moon. Energy is weird, man. Oh. Thank you. So conjunction is what happens when we have a new moon, because it's there. It is there. The energy is there. Okay, who came in and brought the heat? Somebody brought some heat. Is somebody hot right now? Who's hot right now? Hi, SSX Sunshine. Is that like from like SSX, like the ski board thing? You're hot. You are hot. You are so hot. You just have to ask, Sunshine. But is that SSX like SSX tricky? Like remember the snowboarding game on the games? It is. I heard you guys are having like massive heat in Alberta right now. But Sunshine. Is that what the SSX is from? Is that from? Oh, okay. Because I used to have this snowboarding game on the video games, and it was SSX Tricky, and it would play that, hey, dance to rocker around, it, it's tricky. And I skipped words there. I definitely did because I couldn't remember them, but I used to play that tricky song. It was so much fun. I went back to when I game. Okay, back to amethyst. So conjunction is what happens when we're on a new moon because the planet and the sun are on the same side. So this is a 0-degree planetary alignment, and it's a union or a coming together or a merging. And we've got Neptune energy, which this is all about dreaming and transcending. So you are coming together, the dream and the transcendence, and into house 10. So I feel like you're elevating within your career, and maybe there's a union between some, like if there's a dream that you've had, there's a union between bringing that dream into reality, right, and making it real and foundational, right? And it might need a structured approach, right, to bring it from the dream into reality. Elevating. Oh, hey, Oka, I would love to hang out with you. I would love to hang out with you. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina had tricky song on there. Nice. Hi, Sahiba. Definitely you can get on the list. We can put Sahiba. Sunshine's on the list. But before Sunshine, Ricky. I see you through the cracks. It's coming, right? It's coming together, right? Yes. 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 Resounding yes. So Ricky's got the Sun card, Yin, and Capricorn energy. You're just the muse. Just like, so I feel like this is really the strong card for Ricky. And hi, Lulu. How are you? Yin and yang. So Yin is energy about surrendering, right? So this is about intuition. This is trusting the process, right? This is just being patient, and this is sinking into your spirituality and being really receptive, right? We can't receive if we're not willing to receive, if we don't open ourselves up to receive. And sometimes we close ourselves off for that. And, like this Sun card, all about that sun, this like embodying the truth and self-expression, right? So how can you embody the truth by just allowing yourself to surrender to the process and be patient with it? And you did get Capricorn as well. And this is about that structure, your ambition, your realism, and taking methodical steps. So we, a lot of times, will be manifesting things and we want it now. But a lot of times we have to go through the process of evolving our own selves so that we are in a position to be able to receive what it is that's coming to us. So let's say I want to manifest in a mosquito. I manifest in billions of dollars. Well, in order for me to be able to manifest billions of dollars, I need to be financially okay. Like I need to be smart about my finances, right? Otherwise, I'd be just one of those lottery winners who would win $1 million and then waste it away and be back to being poor right away, right? So we want to be able to manifest. And sometimes some of the things that we manifest, we have to grow and evolve so that we can handle the manifestation coming to us. Okay. Like that's the process. Okay. Well, you are, as long as you say that. I am rich. I am abundant. Does that mean that I have a lot of money? No, not right now, but I'm going to. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But the problem for you, Ricky, and this is something because, we've been talking for months now, like probably since January or February. We've been around that time. And it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing because you don't listen to what anyone has said to you. Out of all of us here who have repeatedly told you, you have to stop being in the negative space. As long as you're in the negative space, you're going to stay in the negative. I'm so abundantly blessed. Right? I see abundance everywhere. And abundance isn't just about money. If you can embody the state of abundance, you can open yourself up to be abundant in the money sector as well. And if you can't say to yourself, I have lots of money, then say to if you can get into that state, there's lots of seeds out there. There's lots of trees out there. I'm abundant in love. I'm abundant in all these other things. And manifesting happiness is beautiful. Right? I am happily earning an income working with animals. And I bet you that when Heyoka, because she's doing that, I'm happily earning, I bet she's not sitting there constantly saying negative things and embodying negativity. Even saying that, that's still, why own that? Why own that? Right, Ricky? Very much. And it's not about a false negativity or false positivity, right? You can own the fact that certain things are not going well, but move on to it. Hello, Sabrina. There is. Absolutely. Let's start from a blank slate, right? Our belief system is what manifests our reality. So as long as you believe that things are going to be hard or things are going to be negative or things are going to be challenging or things are going to be, right? If you're always in that state, right, you are the one that has control and you need to take your power back. Right? Instead of life happens to me, what can I do in my day-to-day to change my life? And I can do things by making myself feel better by at least having better thoughts, right? Having better thoughts, like checking my thoughts and saying, wait a second, that's not helpful to me, and changing it, then I can get better, right? I get everything I want because I attract it. Exactly. I don't chase, I attract. Everything I want wants me back. Yeah, but you just start. You just start. It's a practice. So right now, your brain is wired to negativity. Your brain is wired that is, woe is me, nothing works, da 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 da. I'm all these things. I don't even want to say the words because I don't want that energy out there. And like I would hope that it would know the difference between I'm saying it to me or about me, but I just want to be really careful, right? Nice. Yes, I will let you pull a card for me, Mr. Riley. Absolutely. What you do is it's a practice. So when you're driving down, like the thoughts in your head right now are wired to that, like your neural pathways. And I was trying to not go into too much depth on it, but your brain is wired with neural pathways. And these neural pathways would be the same as when you're running a wheelbarrow, and everybody's seen a wheelbarrow. It's a single wheel and you put a lot of weight in it, and the wheelbarrow runs down a track and it builds this groove in the track. So that's your neural pathway, is the groove, because that wheelbarrow has been going down it over and over and over and over and over again. So when you're trying to change the way that you're thinking into a new thought process, you need to move it out of that rut. That takes a bit of effort, a lot of effort in the beginning, and it gradually gets easier. As you move it out of the rut and you start making the new pathway, it wears it down and wears it down and wears it down until there's a rut that it's going, and that becomes the new one, because the less that you use this one, it starts to grow over. Okay? So in the beginning, it's hard. It's hard to get that wheelbarrow out of the rut. So the same thing with your thoughts. You're hardwired to be negative, 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 negative. So in the beginning, you're gonna get going along the negative path, and then wait, stop, and change your mind to the positive. And you're gonna go on the negative thought, wait, change it to the positive. And then you're not going to get as far into the negative thoughts before you start to change it. And then eventually you're going to start thinking positive thoughts and then occasionally negative. And then you're going to think a lot of positive thoughts and only sometimes negative. And then you're going to think a lot of positive thoughts and rarely negative, right? It's just about making the transition, but it's work. but you have to start somewhere. And definitely change the people that you're around if they're contributing to it. Change the things in your environment if it's not supporting a positive outcome, like a positive mindset for you, right? Like there's lots of things that you can do, Ricky, but you're the one that's in control. And if you choose to do nothing, then you're accepting the negative space that you're in. Okay, so witchy kind of woman is next. Okay, so we got witchy kind of woman, Valerie. And Riley, Heyoka, Patricia, Sunshine. Okay. Yes, something positive happened. Lots of positive things happen for you, but you don't see them on the same scale. Exactly. Yes, Orbit Girl. Absolutely. Ooh. Well, when I immediately went 1. For some reason, I went 1. You getting all tuckered out? That's understandable. Are you trying to get pregnant, Patricia? Yeah, you definitely can. The salamander, fire energy. Okay. So for my lovely, lovely witchy kind of woman, we got house 4. House 4 is the house of Cancer. It's all about your family and cultural roots. It's all about your home and peace and comfort. Okay. That's a belief system, love. That's a belief system. Okay. So just, it's working through belief systems, right? If you think that when every time I say it out loud, it gets, then that puts that belief system in there that okay. You're caught in a weird space now. Oh no. So witchy kind of woman, you also got Chiron, the wounded healer. Say whatever works for you. You just have to believe in it. You just have to believe in it. Okay. And, if you can't believe in the whole thing, like I talk to people about this when we're first going through the healing journey, you may not love yourself, right? Because when we're growing up as children and our parents are neglectful or abusive towards us, we think it's not me. That it's not them that's a problem. It's me, that inherently there's something wrong with me. And it becomes a shame thing, right? Like I'm unlovable. Even my own parents didn't love me, right? Like that's the way we get into that space of shame, right? Through neglect and abuse, we think there's something wrong with us. So when we're working through that healing journey, we don't jump right into I love myself and are expected that we're going to believe I love myself fully and completely. But maybe we can start with something like I love my eyes. I love my smile. Right? And work with those little things and build it and build it and build it and build it. Right? Yeah. Hi, Granny Dabby. Transformation. So for witchy kind of woman, we got house 4. So all of those changes around the home, or all of the home front stuff, your cultural and family roots and stuff. And we've got that healing, right? Yeah, definitely foolish, Heyoka. Definitely. So Chiron is hurt and heal, right? When I would give my clients like this mirror work where you'd look in the mirror and say, I love you to yourself in the mirror. And we would start off with, if you can't look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you, then what you do is, if you got your phone and you can look at your camera, you can look at just one eye or your cheek or your ear or something, just part of your face, until you can slowly begin to look at your entire face in the mirror and say I love you, so that you're getting that back to you. Okay. And so besides, so we've got Cancer, your home, cultural family roots. We've got Chiron, the hurt and healing. And then we've got Pisces. So Pisces is the 12th card, or the 12th sign in the Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, and it's about intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So definitely bring some compassion and use your intuition as you're going through this healing journey, healing some cultural and family roots. And I really believe that that's what you're experiencing, right? That you're really experiencing right now. Okay, as you're going through some of this healing journey, and it could be right inside your home environment, healing that stuff. Okay. But how can you bring some intuition and compassion into the mix? And, yeah. So just bring healthy dose of compassion. Okay. And intimacy. And intimacy doesn't necessarily mean sex, right? Intimacy. See, if things were, so you're already implying, like everything, it's just negative, Ricky. You don't listen, Ricky. You don't listen. All right, we got Valerie. Is Valerie cars flying at you? Into me, I see, right? So even bringing intimacy into the home front, right? And just being completely honest and open but compassionate, right? As you transition through this stuff that's, that's hurt and heal that through the cultural family and home space. And it will lead to peace and comfort, right? Eventually peace and comfort will be your reality. All right, Valerie, are you still there, love? Hi, Amanda Lee. And hi, Michaela. Yep, absolutely. Hi, Granny Debbie. It's victim mode is what it is. It's victim mentality. Because there's no power there. It's everybody, power has been given away to everything else. Ooh, there's a moth that came in. I love you and appreciate you too. Itchy back. Yes. I agree. All right, I'm not seeing Valerie. Take your power back, Ricky. You're in control of your future. You're in control of the reality that shows up for you. Okay? You are in control. And it starts with your thoughts, which then may come your feelings, which then translates to action and reality. Right? Whatever you believe is what you're going to see in front of you. Right? Like people that believe that you have karma and you carry karma through to different, like to all your lifetimes and stuff like that. That's what they'll see as a reality in their lifetime. I don't hold to that belief. I think that, I just don't agree. Hi, Rita. How are you, love? Oh my God, did I ever make a mess? Aww. I am. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you've had a hard day, love. I'm sorry to hear that, Rita. So for Mr. Riley, you got South Node, which is what we're destined to release. You've got Saturn, which is maybe there's a space where you're feeling restricted or experiencing struggle, but it's okay because you just got to apply some hard work and patience, right? To make it through that. It could be about establishing some healthy routines, right? To establish some of those healthy routines within your daily life, and the practical details, because you got house 6, which that's what it's all about, is your healthy days. Yeah, it's the perfectionism of the Virgo, right? Where are my 6 caps at? And then you've got, I did. And then there's Aries. So Aries is the first sign in the astrological wheel, and it's all about independence, bravery, and instigation. So it's time to start some healthy habits. That's going to help you to move out of this space of where you're feeling maybe restricted and stuff. Aw, I love you, Orbit Girl. Thank you. So you're destined to release this. You're destined to release whatever this struggle is, or maybe it's releasing some of that hard work, right? But having patience and setting up some new healthy daily routines, and instigating that. So use that Aries energy to instigate some new healthy daily routines. Well, Leos do like to be a little bit of the clown, and definitely I've met some Leos that like to throw some tantrums too. Odin just, yeah, you're going to relax now for sure with Odin. Okay, after Mr. Riley Ducky is Heyoka. How you doing, Heyoka? Oh. Now let's get one more. We're doing like 3 card draws today. We're doing 3 card, or 4 if you're special. Just demand a couple extra. Oh, you might only get 2, Heyoka. They're being a bit of they're being a bit sticky for your 3rd card. Hi, Joanne. Oh, there we go. All righty. We have we've got Pluto. So Pluto's all about transformation. Okay, so it's all about transformation. And we've got house 1, which is about your individuality, your self-expression, your self-image, and your 2 more sunshine, 2 more. So after Heyoka, who I'm doing right now, is Patricia, if she's still here. And then after Patricia is you, sunshine. So your approach to life. So there's a transformation in the way that you're showing up in the world that's happening for you. Okay. And we've got Aquarius energy. So this is all about embodying, transforming, and showing up in your own originality, right? Like, how can you bring your authentic self to the table? How can you show up as just being you more? And that's the energy that we're getting from these cards. Okay. So this is your transformation to stand into your individuality and honor that. Okay. So embody your authentic self. Alrighty. After Heyoka, Patricia. Patricia, are you still there, love? Oh, hi, Delta Pack. I actually accidentally we're good. We're good. Hi, Delta Pack. How are you? You definitely can pull me a card, love. 420 likes. Hi, Becca, baby. You can definitely be added to the list, Orbit. Yes, that's a lovely statement. How are you, Delta? Oh, he left. He left. He decided, nah. I like that. I like that. Plus, think of the amount of pressure that happens to create a diamond. Flow with it. Flow with it. All righty. Whoa. Well, I didn't see Patricia come up, so it's Sunshine's turn. I like it. It definitely did. Ooh, yeah. Whoa. Hi, Amber. Oh, yes, Sabrina. Interesting. Interesting. Hello from BC. I'm from Ontario. Nice to meet you, fellow Canadian, fellow Canuck. All right. So we've got for Sunshine, we've got sextile. So sextile is a 60-degree angle. So two planets that are in 60 degrees from one another. So it's tension, but moving into flow, because when they go from the 60-degree, then they end up into communion and together. So a combination of tension and flow. So there's potential here. There's potential. There's Gemini energy came up. So whatever you're asking about or whatever your question is, embodies curiosity, right? When we show up in we have that curious energy of a child, like it allows us to be so open to learning, right? And then we've got house 1 again. So it's all about your self-expression, your approach to life, how you're showing up in it. So how can you be, and there could be some networking here. So maybe you're going to start showing up more authentically, which is going to allow you to align with people in a new network that is more like your soul tribe, right? And it might be right now that you're moving through that space of these friends aren't really aligned with me anymore, but I'm navigating into this new space where I am going to be aligned with my soul tribe, with people that really see me for who I am. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a big shift there. Definitely with applying to university. For sure. And definitely there will be that little bit of like in the very beginning, like it can definitely be a bit tense going to university, right? There's definitely that, but it's definitely a rewarding situation when you like to go through university. It's definitely rewarding. I just want cookies. It will be a new environment for sure. But you got this. I feel it. You've got this. You're going to do it. You're going to be fine. Right? You're going to be just fine. Alrighty. After Sunshine is Orbit, which this is funny. These are just the cards I just had. Oh, me? You see me making positive connections or making new connections that's going to positively affect my business? Definitely. Definitely. Chiron's come out quite a few times today too. Welcome back, Oliviera. Well, yes, as I was saying with that story, I already have that opportunity to collaborate with Luke, which will be really nice. Okay, so what do we got here? We got mine too. Mine too. My Chiron is in Aries too. No, I'm generous. I just do it for fun. I do it for your love and support. No, you can give whatever you feel is appropriate. Just to know though, whoever the top gifter is, across the board through any of my social media, and I do have people who like to gift to me through PayPal, but when they, the top gifter is going to win a quantum mind, body, spirit healing session with me, and that's almost $300 value. All right. I love you, Heyoka. Thank you so much for joining me. So much fun. Nice. We'll have to connect and I'll have to let you know. Aw, hi, Lloyd. You too, sweetheart. Wasn't sure if Lloyd had some more that he wanted to say. Anyway, Orbic. We've got Chiron, we've got the sun, and we've got house 3. Okay, so Chiron is that wounded healer, and it's all about looking at those spaces that are that hurt and healing through those spaces. House 3 is your early learning, and it's siblings, childhood relationships. So there could be healing through some of those spaces, right? Through your childhood, maybe healing relationships with your siblings. And there is about being brave and standing in your self-expression, embodying truth in this experience. Embody your truth as you go through healing these childhood relationships, or even it could be a neighbor, but more than likely it's either siblings or childhood, like a childhood relationship that you're going to work on healing through. Okay, so that's for you, Orbic. Hi, Melissa. I can add you to the list. Well, you were saying I was going to get a tsunami of abundance, so I am looking forward to that. Okay. So after Orbic is Sabrina. Are you still there, Sabrina? Well, after Sabrina is your name, actually. It's short at this point. We're going to be off in about a half hour, so there's only about a half an hour left. So you can support me any way that you'd like. You can support me by tapping on the screen to give likes. You can share it out. You can, it's 9:30 p.m. You can share by giving likes. You can share by, or you can help by sharing. You can help by liking. You can help by gifts if you want, subscribing, giving any gifts, whatever you want. But the top 1 gifter on my channel for the month of June wins a almost $300 healing session with me. So one more card for, perfect. Okay, so Sabrina, we've got Scorpio. So Scorpio energy is it's intense energy, right? Most people that are Scorpio are a little bit intense, but that is going to be exposing things within your life. And that's going to allow you to go through this purge and renewal. Okay. Now, house 5 is the house of Leo. So house 5 is all about passion, curiosity, children, confidence, creativity. And again, it's those childhood friends, siblings and neighbors also in this sector as well. And it's yang. So this yang energy, which yang is for these signs here. So Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius are all the yang signs. So for this yang energy, it's about being proactive. It's about expression. It's about doing things and moving forward, that divine masculine energy. So this energy is about moving and going forward, right, through these childhood relationships. So are you holding on to some friendships from childhood that maybe they don't really serve you anymore, and maybe you need to be looking at purging them? Yeah, tonight I'm just doing 3 cards, and I'm just doing the intuitive message. I'm not reading the full message off the card today. I just thought I'd do it this way instead. Okay. So are you working through some of that energy, or are you having some issues with neighbors or with your siblings? Sabrina. 333. Have a wonderful night. Remember, that's not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on them. I love you too, sweetheart. I love you. Have a wonderful night. That's a reflection on them. That's not a reflection on you. And it's definitely not the truth, right? Let go of that, of anything that anyone's ever said negative to you. Just let it go, right? Yeah, I can. It depends on how much I open myself to it, but I can. Sometimes, like, I mean, today I've been picking up everybody's energy, especially menopausal energy for some reason. Anyone that's come in that's hot, I've just been like, ooh, the heat came in the room. Okay. So there could be some, like, that relationship could end up being exposed, or like the wanting to hit that, like, to be in that relationship could be exposed. Like, that information could come to the forefront. And maybe be proactive about that. Maybe actually let them know. Oh, sweetie, I don't think. Yeah, no. It's hard, right? It's hard being open. 40.1. Woohoo! It's hard being open, right? It's hard being vulnerable, right? We all crave intimacy. We crave an honest, authentic connection, but we're so afraid of intimacy and vulnerability because we're so worried that we're not going to be accepted and that we're going to get hurt again, right? Yeah. Start small. Just start small. Good evening, Carol. How are you, love? All right, Melissa is next. I just gave myself 239 likes. I'm doing very well, Carol. Good night, Aaron. Thank you so much for everything. I love you. Tomorrow is a 2 p.m. Eastern live. Okay, we're going to try this new routine just for the remainder of June. And love you. Good night, Salasia. You have a wonderful night, love. We're just going to try this new routine for this month. No, you're not, Carol. I can definitely get you on the list. And we'll see if it doesn't seem to work the same way. Let's go 50K. Let's go 50K. All righty. So Melissa, we got Aries, Cancer, and Aquarius. Yeah, that nurse life. Not a fan. I mean, I was a fan for many years. Yay, Orbit Girl. Yay. I'm going to explain what I mean by those three cards. So Cancer is, actually, we'll do it in order. So Aries is the first house, like the first sign in the zodiac. So Aries is instigating energy. It's initiating, like it's a starter. Aries loves to start things. They're brave. They're passionate, right? They can be a little bit headstrong, or they can be a little immature at times. They are the babies. They are the babies of the zodiac. So that's the energy of the Aries card. The energy of Cancer. So Cancer is the 4th house. Like a little ram. They're a little rammy. Cancer is the 4th house, and Cancer is like the mom energy. It's all about nurturing and protecting, and it's emotional, and it's very comforting energy. And then Aquarius is like, you know, the not quite senior citizen, or like not quite there, but the definitely very mature adult. They've got to that spot in life where they're like, I'm just going to be myself. I don't care if you like me. And they're humanitarians and philanthropists and stuff like that. So I think that there's a step here for you to be bringing some original, like you've got this, you know, stepping into this originality within your individual, like into your individual, right? Being original within your personality, like stepping into your authenticity. That's a better way to put it, right? Stepping into your authenticity, and how can you embody that within your home? Because maybe, is there a relationship? Like, do you have a relationship at home? Do you have a relationship? Are you in a relationship? Sorry. Do you live with somebody? No. Okay. Now I'm confused. No, yes. No, yes. I don't know. With who? No, yes. I don't know. You live with your parents and siblings? Hi, Kim. How are you, love? Thanks, Kim. So yeah, I'm not doing yes, no's or anything like that. I'm just pulling cards tonight. That's all I'm doing. Okay. I'm just pulling cards tonight. So this is definitely about being independent within your home, right? Bringing that energy into the home, right? And whether you're living with your parents or siblings, it's still about stepping into your being brave to be independently you, and nurturing towards yourself and allowing yourself to express yourself fully. That's what the energy is. Whether you're living with a partner or living with your family, it's about stepping into your individuality and your originality, right? And being brave to embody who you truly are, right? Oh, hi. All right. So I have to do a check. We have Carol. We have Kim was asking for a card. And Shanna. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do those 3 cards, and that's probably going to be it for the 3. Okay. We'll see. But bye, Orbit Girl. Love you. Thank you so much for everything tonight. I appreciate you. Hey, Ash. How are you? All right. So Carol, my love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Throwing cards, Carol. Throwing. Somebody is warm again. Yeah, I was like, it was somebody new. Somebody new came in and brought some serious heat. I don't know why I'm picking up everybody's heat today, but wow. Somebody came in and was rude. Hi, Liz. Shouldn't you be sleeping, my friend? Isn't it quite late for you? I'm feeling everybody's heat. Okay, I'll put Ash on the, Ash is closing the list. Then after Ash, nobody. Okay, or Liz. All right, that's it. That's all. Okay, Carol, we got the Earth card. So the Earth card is very persistent, patient, and practical. Okay, we've got House 8. So there's this transformation of that energy that's coming, and it is going to, like, and you're going to persist through it. It's going to be okay, and you are supported with trying, angelically supported. Okay, so there's angelic support. You're going to flow through this and get to a state of harmony. Whatever this, releasing your fears or working through something like facing fears, right? So, or working through some transformational period right now. So this transformation that you're going through, you're going to persist through it. Just stay grounded. And you're going to work through it just fine. And you are angelically supported, and it is going to come to that state of perfect flow and harmony, right? So whatever the situation is that this is speaking to, it is going to come to a harmonious conclusion. Okay. And even if that's like just working through facing your own fears about something. Okay. Hi, tall princess. Yeah, when it's really, really humid, it's hard. It's hard. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. It was, well, we'll see how this month goes. I don't know about Tuesday at 7 p.m. It might not be a good live. It might not be a good live time. Ugh. Yeah, that is quite humid. We weren't so bad. Today was like 17 degrees here Celsius, so it wasn't bad, but it wasn't humid. Like well, I shouldn't say it wasn't humid, but when it's 17 degrees, it wasn't so bad. We had a lot of rain yesterday. And they're talking about a little bit more tomorrow, but that's okay. That's okay. Alrighty. Kim is next. Kim's cards are just flying out. I feel like there's one backwards here. We've definitely been having a lot of Chiron energy. A lot of Chiron. Okay, so we got water. Water is the element for Cancer, for Scorpio, and for Libra. Sorry, Pisces. For Pisces. And water is spirituality, emotions, intuition, and compassion. Chiron is the wounded healer. So that's going to be bringing up things like bringing up hurt that's asking to be healed, right? It's going to put a light on things that need to be healed. Virgo is all about integrity, reverence, servitude. It's your daily habits, your health, in like your health and wellness, in your daily routines. And then you've got Aries, which is your individuality, the way that it's instigation, it's passion, it's bravery. So you've got this brave energy that you're being able to bring to this situation that is requiring you to heal. And it's asking that you do bring some, like it is going to be an emotional time. And just lean into your intuition, be compassionate with yourself, with what you're going through. And know that as well, that just keep your integrity intact. Stand firm in your reverence. Irvi, I have 3 people on the list, and then I was going to shut it down today. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what you're going through that's bringing up a lot of hurt, or like what this energy, what you're working through. But if you need any help for that, just connect with me. I like the little crown. It was cute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please, one card. All right. After Kim is Shanna. So let's see what the cards are saying for Shanna. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Terry Mama Bear. I see that. I see that. How are you? I know a Kevin, but I don't know if it's you. I don't know if you're the Kevin I know. You're the chocolate people guy. Okay. You're not the Kevin that I know in real life. All right, Shanna. Are you still there, Shanna? So we've got house 6. House 6 is the house of, still not fun. House 6 is the house that is the house of Virgo. So this is all about establishing a foundation. It's your health and wellness. It's your daily life, your daily routines, and the practical details. You've got Pisces, which is about intuition, intimacy, and compassion. And you've got the air element. So the air element is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the air element is talking about open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So what's going on within your daily life? Like, are you paying attention to your health? And are you making sure that your daily routines or the habits that you're doing on a daily basis, that they're supporting your, that they're supporting you? And it might be a time to lean into your intuition, right? Lean into your intuition as it's guiding you through this experience that you're going through, and keep yourself open-minded and objective as you're learning through this. But it's definitely about establishing that foundation and that healthy foundation. So how can you bring that more into your day-to-day, right? How can you bring a healthy foundation into your day-to-day? Okay. And I think you were asking a specific question when you came in, though. Your relay is having a lot of problems. Not sure. Hi, Dream Away with. Oh my God, Paige. Hi, Paige. Derek. Hello, love. Derek. How are you, love? You know what? I would love Derek to come on my show one time. And I don't know, you could sing. I'm doing great, Paige. I'm doing great. I'm good, Derek. I'm good. I popped into your live the other day and checked you out. Supported you. Yeah. Yeah, it would be awesome. It'd be awesome. If you guys aren't following Derek, give him a follow. Give him a follow. Okay. He's got nice energy too, guys. He's got really nice energy. Definitely. Okay, so after Shanna, I don't know what relay meant, Shanna. Aww. Yeah, if I was to have like a video session with you, I would tell you what I see, I would tell you what I feel about your energy. Oh, relation. Okay. Relay. I was like, relay? What is relay? Huh, I haven't been in a relationship in a while, so I have no idea. I'll take the hot. Okay, wait. I was looking at Pisces, Aquarius, everything is fine, but my relay is having a lot of problems. Okay, so the relationship stuff is having a lot of problems. Yeah. How do you feel about yourself? Right? Like that's the important thing is how do you feel about yourself? Because it starts there, right? If I don't fully love myself, then I'm going to continue to align myself with men who are going to, or partners who are going to show up and show me how I feel about myself, how I don't think that I'm good enough, or if I think that everybody's going to abandon me, I'm always going to get in relationships with people that aren't going to stick away. Yeah. How long has it been? How long has it been? Is there any communication at all? Hi, empty nester gypsy. Hi, guys. Look, we're getting like everybody's coming in and out, coming in and out. It's good. Okay. Just give them time. And you know what? Work on yourself. You honestly pour the energy, pour all the love into yourself, right? And just keep working on you and keeping yourself in that really safe space. And know that no matter what, whatever's meant for you won't pass you by. As you know, I was saying this earlier that I had, I'd had an experience where I had an opportunity to collaborate with somebody with my business. And there was a little bit of a miscommunication. I didn't do it. He moved on to use somebody else. He just connected with me today to ask me if I was still open to do that because the other person didn't work out well. So, whatever's meant for you will not pass you by. But the best thing that you can do is focus on you and work on you and keep yourself as, and if you feel like, you need to pour love into something, pour love into yourself. Okay. Sorry, after Shanna is Ash. Thank you for following me, LJ. I appreciate Shanna. Yeah, I do. They're on my website, which is linked in my bio. You can go on my website and book a reading. And there, we can sit down for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what reading. I do a variety of readings. So we'll talk when, they're all the same price. But we'll just talk when we're doing that. Paige is like, Tanya's readings are the best. I love you, Paige. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay. Ash, we've got your North Node. Your North Node is what you're destined to have. Okay, so you're destined to have. And this mutable sign, the mutable is for Gemini, it's for Virgo, it's for Sagittarius and Pisces. So they're all the mutable signs within the zodiac. And when we're looking at the mutable signs, it's all about surrender, fluidity, right? It's welcoming change. Like it's a welcome change. So that'd be like, upgrading your house or something like that. So you're destined to have, and whatever it is, you're going to welcome the change that's coming in. And where that welcome change is within your house 6. So house 6 is the house that oversees your daily habits and routines, service, your health and wellness. So there's going to be some change that's coming in regards to your health and your daily routines. But this is a welcome change. Okay. This is a very welcome change and you are destined to have it. And I'm not sure what you're dealing with right now in your life, but let me know how that resonates, or if you want to expand on it, we can get into a conversation back and forth, and we can see what I can do to elevate that, or to figure things out a bit. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Yeah, you need to set up an appointment, love. I know it was hard. I know you were going through a tough time, right? You were really going through a tough time, and but use that call link and book another call with me, okay? And we'll sit down with each other and we'll talk. Okay, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Sweet Caroline. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, sounds good, sweetie. But are you seeing that there's a change in your daily routine? That there's something like are you changing things within your daily routine? Thank you, Michelle. Okay, Liz, my friend. One card. I'm gonna pick it up when we see. Yeah, and I know there was a lot going on for you. So yeah, just connect with me, and we'll have a talk. Okay. Hi, Cassandra. Stop it. Please. Hi, Tanvi. Can't have all them cards. All right. Oh, I like this one. Because this is, I think, exactly what you're looking for, Liz. You can, Paige, for sure. Just if Liz's last card, maybe I'll just do 2 cards for you, Liz. Okay, we got Yang and Cancer. Cancer's the sign that oversees the home, right? It's house 4, which is all about your home. And Yang is all about action, like it's proactive action, but it's still action. And it's talking about, which I like, is forward motion, right? So there's that movement and motion. And I know that you've been looking for change on the home front. So having these 2 come up together, I was just like, this is the message that you're waiting for, is that there's going to be forward motion where the home front is concerned, where you're going to be seeing more comfort and peace come into your life. So I love these 2 cards for you. Alrighty, I got Paige. Whoa. Cheapers Page. Every time I went to shuffle and like thump, thump, thump. Oh yes, and Irvi. I didn't write you. I was trying to remember. I was just keeping the last couple of people that were asking, and I was just trying to remember them. So Irvi as well. Okay. And I would love it if you could support me in any way that you could. Note that I'm here giving up 3 hours of my evening to hang out with you guys and provide clarity. So if you can support me in any way, that would be appreciative, right? Whether that's, liking, sharing, gifting. Gifting is nice, right? Because it does give me a little bit of something for the time that I'm spending here with everybody. Okay, so you got a bunch of houses that came out. You're just throwing houses at me. So Paige, you got house 2. House 2 is the finance sector. You got house 10. House 10 is the, I was on in the morning yesterday, Liz. From 9 a.m. till noon, same as always. It's just the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays that have changed. So Tuesday and Thursday are in the evening, and Wednesdays in the afternoon. I just wanted to try a different thing for the month of, like, to see maybe the metrics would be a little bit better. But yeah, weird. Weird. So you've got house 2, which is your financial sector. You got house 10, which is career and ambition. And you've got house 6, which is all about your daily habits and routines. So what can you do day to day, like in your healthy habits, in your routines that you're doing, or setting up a foundation? And there's also, with this, is like the house 6 is also about service, right? And I know your job's in service. Hello, Nanushka. How are you, love? So how can you, so there's a lot of changes coming up. That's a lot of energy that's coming up here. So how can you change some habits within your daily routines that's going to help you within your career, like elevate your career, which is going to bring more financial security to you as well. And maybe it's going into an area of servitude. Or like, well, you already are. Never mind. It's like you're already in service. Wait a second. Wrong. No. You don't need to be more in service. Yeah. So does that resonate, though, about making some changes with your health and wellness, right? That's going to help you financially as well as within your career, that there's something that you could do. And maybe it is about, like adding, a little bit of, okay. So your daily routine is changing because you're going into summertime. So you're going to be looking for a new career or a new something to support you financially. But it is going to be, you are going to find something, and it is going to bring you money. I'm just going to be late tonight. That's all. We're just being late. All right, we're going to stop at 2. 2 for Irvi. Okay, so Irvi, we've got house 1, which is about your individuality. Nice. That might be, I think that's the change you need to do, right? Look for something that's more fulfilling for you. And it may be in the area of service, but not like in the sense of being like a waitress or anything, but something in the area of service. For some reason, like a live-in nanny idea came up, but like not necessarily a live-in, but like if you worked with, because you work with the developmentally challenged, right? Or like you work in as an, right? So that for some reason that came up, like look around for like maybe somebody that needs, because with school being out too, parents are now going to be looking for somebody to help, or they're going to be looking for daycare options. So you could look at, doing that and yeah. So you could work in that space of looking after a kid. Ooh, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Do up your resume on that stuff. Hi, Leslie. How are you, love? Hi, Granny Debbie. Welcome back. So for Irvi, we had house 1 in Aquarius. So house 1 is about your individuality, and Aquarius is all about originality. So are you being your authentic self? Are you showing up as who you truly are? It is like, I don't know why, but as soon as it just popped in and I was like, nanny, like, and whether it's a live in or live out nanny, but I see you being a nanny for somebody, like someone that has children that are, that are challenged, that could use someone that has your knowledge to support them. You are being your authentic self, Irvi. You are showing up in embodying yourself. Is there a way that you are, is there a way that you could add some philanthropy to your life? Because that's another thing that Aquarius is known for, as being a humanitarian. You're welcome, Paige. You're very, very welcome. Seeing if another card's going to come out for you, Irvi. Because if you're being your authentic self and you believe that you're showing up, you're showing up as your authentic self, then are you living life the way that that you envision it? Like, is that Is this the way that you want to be living your life, right? Like it could be making changes in that sense too. Like, are you not, is your approach to life not lining up on yourself, right? So that's all it is. It's just embody your true self. Like, and if you don't know who that is, then this is the time that you get to explore what that means, right? What does it mean to be you? And how do you show yourself that you love yourself? How do you stand up for yourself? What do you like? You know, what do you like? What do you dislike? How do you want to move through your day? Right. So, you know, maybe you're in a relationship and you get into that state of, oh, he's an early riser, so I'm an early riser because he's an early riser. But, you know, really, I like to sleep a little bit later, and, you know, or things like that. Like we tend to meld with our partners and kind of like take over some, especially when we're not really secure. And, you know, like when we have some unhealed trauma, we tend to definitely chameleon, like we're a chameleon, or we wear masks because we want so much to have that connection. And we're so afraid to just be ourselves, and that someone would honestly just accept us for exactly who we are, that we tend to wear masks. Well, if you're not aware of the masks that you're wearing, then, you know, that might be something that you need to look at. You know, like there was that movie with Julia Roberts, Runaway Bride, where, you know, they were like, she doesn't know how she likes her eggs. And that was something that she had to, you know, she went on this thing to try to figure out, like, how I don't even know how I like my eggs, because I just liked my eggs the way that everybody else did. Right. Like I just, whatever my boyfriend was, I liked my eggs like he liked them. Right. And that's just because she was always just being a chameleon, and she needed to, you know, find out who she was and what she liked. So that's what your discovery is right now. Michelle, I have a card for you if it comes out. Can we get to 50K? Let's get to 50K, guys. It really doesn't take that long. It really doesn't, because I can tap like 300 in no time, and we're already at 46. So we've only got 1,000. Hi, middle-aged maven. And I'll get Nanushka and Michelle cards. Okay. If the cards come out for Michelle. Whoop. Speak of the... Ooh. Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship, Michelle? Aw, thank you. TT, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I was looking down. TT. Are you in a relationship, Michelle? Ooh, because you said see the cards that come out. You're gonna actually. I'm gonna show you them. I'm just giving myself some likes. Gotta love yourself. Gotta start with you. If you don't fill your own cup, then you go around taking scraps. Hi, Sherlock. How are you? Tappity tap 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 tappity tap tap. Hey, we hit 10:10 p.m. 10:10 p.m. I don't know when we did that before. Conjunction, a coming together, a merging, a union is what conjunction talks about. House 5 is about passion and creativity and romance and all of that good stuff. You got Venus card, which is all about the goddess of love. So about giving and receiving love, finding value. And you got Cardinal. Well, what's, you know, so Cardinal is Aries, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And it is instigation, bravery, a pioneering spirit. So this is a start of a loving relationship that's going to have a harmonious balance, bring some passion to it, like this coming together, this merging, this union. It sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful. I like this. You're very supported with the cards for this beautiful, loving relationship. I like it. I like it. All right. Nanushka. Oh, look at that. We're at 48.3. Give myself a few likes right here. Rapid tap. Rapid tap. Hi, Nina. Right? It's just on point. Love is in the air. 48.8 now. Woohoo. We're going to hit 50, guys. We're going to hit 50. And that's incredible because today was a bit lower of an attendance. Hi, Winnie. Did you want a card, Winnie? You came in and I'm not sure if you're just hanging out. You and I should have a sit down. You should sign up for a call with me. We need to have a call, Winnie. We need to sit across from each other in a video session. Wait. So Nina, do you have an imbalance in your life? Is there some tension that's in your life that's going on right now? Yes, you do. Do you have some tension, a point of tension that's going on in your life? Because I got the opposition card. Okay. We've got House 12, which this is a transformation, transcendence, karma, spirituality, sacrificial service, and healing. So we've got this tension that we're healing through. And it's going to happen in like methodical steps. Like it's going to actually like, you're going to be stepping through it. It's not going to be like, you're going to be needing to take methodical steps forward, just nice. And it's like slow and steady wins the race. Okay. That's the energy that this is bringing up, is slow and steady wins the race. Just take things one step at a time. And just bring compassion, always bringing compassion into it. It's going to be okay though. It's going to be okay. Right. It's going to be okay. But I feel you. Like I've worked through a lot of energy with my mom. Woohoo! Right? Like I worked through a lot of stuff with my mom through my traumas and all of that stuff. And, there was that, like I could see potentially, living with her at some point. But I could see being nervous about it. It's different as an adult moving back in, or like moving in and sharing a space with your mom again, right? It can be challenging for sure, but just try to stay objective. I'd say is another thing, and just take it day by day, step by step. You do you before they do you. I just love it. I will take a vacation too. Let's do it. I don't know. You guys are going to have to gift a lot for me to take a vacation though. Oh, that's a lot of energy altogether. A lot of emotional energy and a lot of the same signs, right? Like that's a lot. I can see why that would be, right? I'm just, hope you got space to keep your own space. Just try to make sure that you've got a little bit of space set aside. Yeah, very emotional. Hi, Kathy. So, Sherlock, I hope you didn't leave. Hey there, Tracy. How are you, love? And hi, empty nester. You're so welcome, love. You're so welcome. I wish you all the best. I do. I'm doing really well. Trying out the evening lives. We're going to do 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a little while going forward here, at least for the rest of the month of June, and see how that works. Just figured I'd try out some different timelines. Are you transgender? I'm so proud of you, McLovin. Yeah, and we're going to do afternoon on Wednesdays, and Friday and Monday are still going to be mornings. I think Sherlock left, so I'm going to put the cards away. And that'll be that. All righty. So we can do the announcement with all the 12 people that are remaining. So tomorrow will be an afternoon. It'll be 2 p.m. Eastern. That'll be going live. Possibly we'll be doing a walk, or we'll be doing something else. I'm not sure. I might even just do a healing session tomorrow, because it's been a hot minute since I've done any healing. So we might do some healing tomorrow afternoon, because it might rain. So, but if it's not a rainy day, then we're going to go out and explore the countryside together and have a walk and talk and do that. But if you want to sign up for a reading with me, it's on my website. You can also look at what I have for healing. So that is absolutely, hi, Mary freaking Camastra. Hi, Heidi. So if you want, you can look into that. I do a variety of different healing things, because remember, my number one thing is that I'm a healer. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I moved into the holistic health space after I healed my trauma and my multiple sclerosis. So I help others heal through holistic practices, and I use quantum healing as well as quantum regression and integration therapy. Mind you, I call it quantum mind, body, spirit healing. And so I have the readings, and I have those as well. My groups, and I have a podcast, Divine Healing, where I talk about people who have miraculously overcame things like, being determined that they were never going to walk again. The guy that I did the session with this past week, the newest episode, is with a gentleman who had a vehicle rollover, ended up with a traumatic brain injury, and was told that he was never going to walk again, never going to feed himself, and never going to speak. And he is now walking, talking, and feeding himself. And so just really, really amazing. And trauma absolutely is very complex. Many people don't even realize that they were traumatized. They just think that was just life. That was just my upbringing. But yeah, there's a lot of trauma out there. There's definitely a lot of trauma out there, and it is very complex. And I have a variety of ways to help you with that. And the quantum mind, body, spirit healing that I'm doing is absolutely profound for the way that it can help you navigate through your trauma. So connect with me, look at my website, and if you have any questions, you can always sign up for a free call. This Saturday is a session with the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe at 4 p.m. And then I'm going to determine whether or not the female, the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, if we're going to have our new moon celebration on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. It falls on Sunday, but that is also Father's Day. So I've given the women the right to vote, and depending on what day the vote, the majority votes for, will be the day that we'll hold the new moon celebration. But at this point, it runs on on Sunday. We'll see what happens with that, if it changes. But I do love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And definitely, any way that you want to support me, I appreciate that as well. But I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. And like I said, we might do some healing. Maybe I'll even drop some light language, or who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll do a meditation. You never know. You never know. I could bring something completely different to the table. But yeah, so tomorrow's 2 p.m., Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then Friday, we're back to 9 a.m. Eastern. So much love to you guys. Honestly, I'm sending, just radiating a bunch of love. Just love. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys the next time that you're around. And,